Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We're in for a bit of an episode today, guys, on True Crimes of Scientology with me, Nora Ames. I'm your host. All right, guys. First of all, before we dive in to all of the internet drama, fodder, blah, 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 whatever we're calling it, I just want to thank all of the people who, before this even got started, felt it necessary to get on over here and just start downvoting the shit out of this stream before I even got started, before the internet hemorrhoid could start raging inside of the asshole of a drama, the drama tube. Come on, guys. And if you're here now and you're watching, hit that like, subscribe. All right, guys. I do still have a plumber in my house, so he's going to hear this live and in person. And then I have bread. I'm making bread again. So I will be running out. I'm just giving you guys a heads up, okay, that there's going to be distractions. Okay. So I want to start out with some very important announcements. First of all, I got donuts because this is a cinnamon cake donut from Sesame Donuts. And then I have another donut. I did say donuts. I have a jelly. Ooh, I just dumped all of that powdered sugar on my keyboard. Hang on. Okay, that's better. I'll vacuum that later. All right. Because today is a calorie day. Okay. And I love bread. I also have my Coca-Cola. So, guys, there will be snacks during this. I advise snacks. Okay. This is a lot of stuff to take in. Okay. You guys saw the thumbnail. Women are not going to be silenced by a monster. We're not. And the monster's name is Aaron Smith-Levin. Okay. Now, and here I want to make something abundantly clear. Okay. In the past, in January, Jenna made 3 videos. I did a series of videos, which I'll be re-releasing later, backing up her sentiment. And, it was very congratulatory. Okay. She did not like that. She made that known on the socials, right? That post is still up there. I want to be 100% frank with you. Jenna Miscavige and I are not friends. Okay. She doesn't particularly care for me. Okay. And that's okay. Because this isn't about her. She is a part of it because things happened to her. But this isn't a crusade I'm taking up in Jenna's name. I have no authorization from her to speak on her behalf, and I don't speak on her behalf. Every single thing I say here on my channel are my thoughts, my opinions, my everything. Okay. I own them 100%. Okay. It's not for anybody else. This is not a battle that I'm waging for Jenna. Okay. Because frankly, she doesn't give 2 fucks about me. Okay. And, if, we saw what happened in January, Jenna put the videos up. We were all like, fucking you go, girl. And then, something happened. I'm sure it was Aaron in the background. And she took that shit down and went back to him. Now, everyone's going to be like, oh, I've seen it in my comments. I want to address that too. That people are like, I give them until Friday, until they're back together. Okay. If you have studied at all about domestic violence, about narcissistic relationships, narcissistic control, you will know that it takes women on average 7 times to leave a person. Now, most women don't do that on the internet because they don't have to, right? Because they're just living their life. They're not a content creator. When you are in the public eye, it's a little bit different story, right? Because not only do you have your own thoughts, doubts, trauma, everything else to deal with, you now have the public opinion, in Jenna's case, of 700,000 followers between her YouTube and TikTok. Okay. I don't have that many people to impress. And then again, everyone might be saying, then why talk about it? Because here's the deal, guys. When I spoke out about Aaron Smith-Levin, when I revealed the man behind the mask, I got a lot of flack for that. I got, I did get some backup. People were like, thank you for talking out about this. Thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for finally seeing the light. We've been trying to tell you for, this long. And then I had a whole other thing happen where I had another individual on the internet who came for me hard, and and then it was like Aaron and this guy and then Scott too. And my mental health went in the fucking toilet, guys. That's just real talk. It went in the fucking toilet. And I have worked my way back out of the toilet through weekly therapy, through medicine, which we'll get into because Aaron demonizes any form of like science. Okay. And love and support from my family and friends. Okay. So we're going to do a very, and I do mean very, this is going to be long. Buckle up, buttercups. Okay. We are going to be doing a very deep dive today because, as you guys might tell from my tone right now, I am fucking fired up. I am fired up. I had a rough night's sleep thinking about this BS video that Aaron did yesterday about Liz Gale. And I loved her response this morning. It was, chef's kiss. And to think that, yeah, we're going to go over some stuff, guys. Because this is not time to let off the brakes. Okay. Why is this so important? Here's why it's important. Because individuals like Aaron Smith-Levin, who have inserted themselves into the anti-Scientology community at large for years and have slowly taken over the platform. Okay. Yeah, peekaboo. He did say that. The question is, didn't he say he would never platform anyone who talked about ex-Scientologists, but yet he's gone after 3? So I guess he should just shut his channel down. Remember when he said he's all about positivity and no negativity, and he's only having positive protests? Well, breaking news, Dusty Soda Fountain, who I did mention earlier, I do want to say a direct message to Dusty, okay? I did put your name in the group of people that I considered to be in Aaron's close circle of friends. That was an uneducated thing to say. Dusty, if you guys were watching the streams on Lisa McPherson's anniversary, there was a very public kind of blow up between Pharaoh Cheryl and Dusty that was caught on her stream. And Dusty then continued to protest and get the word out about Lisa McPherson, but away from everyone else because he was upset. And he's probably, that might be the last time that we see Dusty out there protesting. And that's sad because he's done a lot of good work. He's brought a lot of awareness. I do believe that he has, kindness and love in his heart. We also have had a public announcement from SP Danny on his page saying, and I'm just going to read it out here. Hey guys, with everything going on, I'm going to have to take a step back from Friday night protesting. I'll still be occasionally making videos and live streams during the week downtown occasionally, but right now I'm very sad. I hope you all understand. I flow like water and choose the path of least resistance. Much love to everyone with me. And I say to Danny, thank you for saying that. Thank you for, putting your foot down. I think that is super important to take a stand. And those are just the first 2 people. I say the first 2 people because I think that there will be more. I think that there will be more people that are out there at these, protests that are going to be having the same sentiment that are going to be not out there at the Costco pizza party with the cardboard cutout. And who did that? Did I do that? Did I do that? No. Aaron's actions and words did that. Aaron's actions and words did that. Okay? So here's what I also want to say. Another announcement to anyone in the ex-Scientology community or anyone who has ever been in Aaron Smith-Levin's close circle of friends, please be aware of the fact that, number one, Aaron is using... Oh, thank you, Deborah, for being here for 9 months. Hey, Debs. Aaron is using private conversations, private text messages about people's personal lives that are not content, that are not, fodder for this, that have never been put on that person's channel. Knowledge that he has, okay, from conversations he had and conversations his friends had that they relayed to him, okay, to weaponize that information and burn people to the ground. So if you have ever told Aaron Smith-Levin a personal secret about your life, you're fucked. He is going to use it. He is going to come for you. He did that yesterday with Liz, saying that this is information that Jenna told him. First of all, stop using Jenna as a fucking human meat shield. What the fuck? She literally just broke up with you publicly. She flew across the fucking country to get away from your disgusting, abusive ass. And you keep invoking her fucking name like she's Beetlejuice. Like if you say it 3 times, she's going to pop back up in your lap. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? So I'm telling you all this as an honest warning. If you have known Aaron Smith-Levin for any amount of time and you have told him anything vulnerable about yourself, he has kept that in his little notebook to use against you later. It is all Scientology. Okay? Aaron is a practicing Scientologist. Okay? He is literally, just keeping the notes to blackmail people, to try and harm people. Yesterday, though, however, he committed a crime of defamation, of slander against Liz's husband by accusing him of the hard R against not one, but multiple women. None of that is true. Now, if Aaron was a smart person, as in maybe somebody who's facing already 2 misdemeanor charges for battery, and it might be a bad look to have now a civil lawsuit for doing something illegal pop up in the Florida law system while you're facing a criminal suit. You might think, hey, maybe I should take that video down before that happens. But we know he won't. You know why we know he won't? Because I'm going to go over the history of his videos right now. We're going to Aaron leaves the evidence up, guys. He is a criminal. He does criminal things. And then he leaves it out there like an idiot trash panda who's just rolling in your trash can, and then is like, oh, you see me? Oh, fuck. Oh no. Okay. So this is, that's numero uno, right? And it's not like, I would have said something about the Liz thing anyway, because we're friends and I don't like anyone talking to my friend like that and trying to defame their husband. But it's just another example. And of course, guys, I'm ready. I'm sure he'll go live while I'm live. I'm sure it's going to be just a fest. There's going to be 20 new nicknames for me. It's going to be amazing. It's just going to be a whole thing. His whole personality now is not going to be talking about Scientology. Okay. And it's not going to be about shutting the fuck up so that he has the best chance in court against the state of Florida for battery. No. This is the time, guys, because, he's out of jail and he's got all his free time because he has no friends, because he has no life. Okay. His kids don't want to see him. How come he has all this free time? He missed 22 days with his children. Oh, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. 1 sec, Dylan. Coming. No, thank you, Toby. Quiet. Go eat your food. Okay, I'm back. Hang on. Oh, this is what happens when you have a multi-story house, guys. You got to like run down. She deserves privacy. What's happening here? Does she know? What's this question, Chi? I don't know. Oh, I'm sure Aaron is listening. Okay. Whew. Let me catch my breath. Okay, 25 minutes till I got to go knead my bread real quick. Hi, baby. Yeah, the dogs were just cooped up in my bedroom because the plumber was here. And now the plumber's gone. Until next week, we're getting our sink replaced, but I needed something fixed until then. Okay. So before I start this deep dive, I'm trying to keep myself focused, guys, which is why the donuts. Oh, God. I love a good cake donut. I do need some music. You're right. I need to figure that out for you. Okay. So, oh, hi, Mona. So please just understand, whatever Jenna Miscavige decides to do is absolutely her choice. I respect it. I'm not in charge of her. She is free to do whatever she wants. Okay, with her content, with her life. The reason why I am doing this, and I will continue to do this for public safety, number one, but also when I think, hey, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe something bad's going to come out of this. Maybe I'm too much. All this stuff. I get an email. I'm not going to pull this email up because I don't want you. I'm not doxing anybody. But I received an email this morning from a woman who basically said, I'm just going to read parts of it, that she was a former part of the YouTube community who became a target. And she watched my video. She said, you're 100% telling the truth, all of it. It happened to me too. Okay. And I'm skipping a bunch of stuff. He screamed at this person on the phone. So yet another witness to Aaron's actual phone demeanor. made her cry. Thank you. She says to me, thank you for saying what I can't and couldn't. The truth in a place people will listen and believe you. You helped me a lot. Thank you. You're doing more than you know to help others. We don't have a voice. You're a true advocate. Thank you. This is why I'm doing it. Because when I said at the beginning here, if you have been victimized in any way, shape, or form by Aaron Smith-Levin, you are free to email me. If my mods could drop my email, all of my emails are open. You don't have to give me a phone number. I'm on WhatsApp. You can find me on there. Let's talk about it. I'm here to listen to your story. If you want me to tell your story anonymously, I will do that. Okay? Because right now, time is up for Aaron Smith-Levin and his perpetual, continual, nonstop abuse, okay, of women, particularly ex-Scientologist women, okay? So we're going to go over this in very, very distinct detail. We are going to try to find some sort of timeline. It's going to be kind of all over the place, but I want to be abundantly clear. Okay. There are a lot of things going on right now. Like today, I had my hand up in a Zoom meeting for well over an hour for the LAPD Police Commission. I didn't get called on. That's fine. Because guess what? It's not about me. But there were a lot of other people that did speak. Miriam up north, if you're in here, holy fuck, man. Your speech to them was so fucking good. I love that. If you guys want to hear what Miriam and Haggis and Lara and Audit and Michael, and there was a few others that called in, said, go to Audit's stream. She was there. Please listen to what people called in and talked about. Because yes, that's the other work, that you just sit on a Zoom for 2 hours or whatever, and sometimes you don't get called. That's okay. I will show up again at the next one. I had to do something with my kid, so I didn't get there early enough, guys. Why wasn't I there? Well, as a lesbian trad wife, I'm the one that's taking the kids to the doctor's appointments in the morning, and when your kid needs something, there's nothing more important than that. There's nothing more important in the world than my children to me, right? So I wasn't online, guys, on time because I was with my child. Yay! I mean, like, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah. Aaron is rarely beefing with males. This is true. This is true. So the things that need to get done still need to keep getting done. Okay? Calling in, going to your local, if you have Scientology in your area, show up at your politician's office. Do all that stuff. Why would I then take time to talk about Aaron Smith-Levin? Why not just do that? Because at this moment, on December 9th, 2025, if anyone Googles Scientology, whose channel comes up first? Aaron Smith-Levin. He is a fraud. He puts himself out there as the face of the anti-Scientology, his movement, as he calls it, his movement, SPTV. It's not a real thing, only in his mind and on his wall, okay? He has decided that's the movement. It is not. And for all of the OSA lurkers and the fucking Scientology lawyers right now, hi, Kendrick, hi, everyone, there's no fucking group association, okay? I cannot stand Aaron Smith-Levin, okay? And I think that's freely known. That's also not why I'm doing this. Because as you guys know, I took down all my content about Aaron. Why? Because I thought, okay, he and Jen are doing good, and I guess the foundation's doing some good stuff. I'm just going to let it be, and I'm going to go do me, and I'm not going to let this, be the focus. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Boy, was I fucking wrong. If you watch what Aaron said about Jenna, and all Jenna did, guys, was put up a video from a year ago. And he literally went nuclear. And then you watch Jenna's fucking response to that. You know that for the last 2 years, this whole thing has been a lie. What else is a lie? And the fact that this is the man that Scientologists on the inside are supposed to reach out to and ask for help when he thinks they're all a bunch of pieces of shit? Like, this is why I can does it no Jenna is okay. She's home. And I'm sure I'm not going to make statements for her. That's not a statement on her behalf. She's home. And I'm sure she's going to deal with whoever she's going to deal with. And hopefully she makes another public statement. And, you guys can just please. Also, if you want to give good vibes, please go send a good comment over on her video. Okay. Because people were so disgusting. All of Aaron's little cult followers. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Please don't anger rocks. Please don't make mine mods mad. Okay. Okay. Jordy and Chi, take it to the parking lot. Jordy and Chi, take it to the parking lot. Okay. If you guys want to hash it out, I'm all good. You guys can Maury Povich your way to a friendship. I don't give a fuck. Not in the chat. Okay. We're going to get to all the things. Okay. So we're going to start with yesterday. Okay. And now I will show you guys something from my email inbox. I'm going to show you an email that now that I sent. Okay. And we're going to go over this email. And it was a courtesy. I'm going to be very clear. This was a courtesy that I sent this email because the next person that I send a similar, probably identical email to will not be who I sent it originally to. So this is an email that I sent to Aaron's lawyer, Jerry Theophilopoulos. Okay? This is the email. I'm going to read it to you in full. All right. Dear Mr. Theophilopoulos, I'm so sorry, Jerry. Hello. My name is Nora Ames. See, notice how I'm not hiding. I'm not using a pseudonym. I am using the subject line was Aaron Smith-Levin. I wanted to be abundantly clear what we're talking about. I would encourage you to look at the online behavior of your client, Aaron Smith-Levin, upon his release from jail. He is tanking his entire case. Aaron thinks that none of his actions have consequences. I have known Aaron for 30 years. He has publicly shown and proven pattern of harming women. He is married. He has had multiple partners publicly. He was with one woman for 4 years, telling her he was divorcing Heather, claiming they were in an open relationship, all while sleeping in the same bed as his wife and continuing to have sex with her as well. He impregnated this mistress and pressured her into an abortion. Then he dumped her for Jenna. Jenna, too, became pregnant a few months ago. Aaron read that out on his second YouTube live here, the ones I list, and said, yeah, that happened. Jenna was pregnant a few months ago with no emotion, empathy, or love. He said, I don't want children, neither does she. He has 3 kids that reportedly do not want anything to do with him. He was uninvited to Thanksgiving, then grifted money from his audience on a non-sanctioned live phone call from prison, crying about how Scientology stole Christmas from him. Oh, it should say Thanksgiving. I wrote Christmas. He physically abused his first girlfriend. He threw a woman on camera against a wall in LA, which he admits to, and multiple times he's gotten physical with Jenna. Another fact he admitted to on his own live stream twice. He is a dangerous, narcissistic sociopath who will weave a tale about me, the likes of which you have never heard in the greatest of fiction. I implore you to do your due diligence about your client and see who you're attempting to represent. It is not who he says he is. He shows you clearly who he is in these videos. And then the first video I link, this is the first video he personally made after his release. In it, he makes light of the time spent in jail, says that he enjoyed it, and that it was no big deal. The second video, of course, you guys can see from the thumbnail, is the one that he made about Jenna. Jenna Miscavige and her efforts are the only reason you were retained. He spent 2+ hours yesterday trying to defame, demean, destroy, and harm Jenna and her reputation. Jenna did a live reaction to this video where she details the abuse he's inflicted on her for the past 2 years. And they had a physical altercation, battery earlier this year, and again that morning, yesterday, in the hotel. which he fully admits to in his video. Today, he made yet another defamatory, demeaning video about another woman. And I posted the Liz video. I said, if you have any other questions, and I gave him my phone number, which I probably just doxed the whole internet. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Mistakes have been made. I can always change my phone number, guys. Anyway, I gave him my personal phone number. I did not hear back from Mr. Theo Philopoulos. I hope to. If this man actually watched these videos, this lawyer, and he still thinks, fine, this man has to know, and I sent it to his lawyer first as an attempt to be like, if you want to actually win this case, you got to get this fucking maniac under control because he's a fucking maniac. Okay? Now, there's nothing illegal in contacting someone's lawyer. And there's nothing illegal if I send that same exact email, word for word, to the prosecutor, which is my next step. Nora, are you working with Scientology? Absolutely the fuck not. Okay? No, I know he can't talk to me about his clients. I understand that. And that's probably why he won't email me back, right? Because he has the attorney-client privilege. That's correct, Sharon. Right. But like literally, he should know. He should know who he's dealing with. What's going on while Aaron tells him a story about how bad everything is. And know that this is what your client is doing. Like I said, no, I won't be working with Scientology. I will never contact Kendrick Moxon or Janet or whoever the fuck the Scientology lawyers are in Florida. Fuck those guys. They can go fuck themselves. Okay? The only reason I would ever talk to any one of those fucks is be like, you have $500 million in cash and non-sequential unmarked bills for me? Great. Where do I sign? That's my price, guys. I've laid my price out there. $500 million cash, non-sequential, unmarked bills. Cash. You have it. Go to Cyprus. Go get it. My next step is to send that to the prosecutor. And if they need help going through the hundreds and thousands of hours of Aaron, I will gladly volunteer as tribute to send them every clip necessary to present the most robust, the most damning case that they can against this monster. Because that is how passionate I am about him being stopped. Because even Jenna in her response video said that it was a battery. So this is what I'm saying. When Aaron crafts the narrative, he has said over and over and over, it was an accident. It fell. The bag was ripped open. When you watch the video, which we will watch again, he clearly throws it once and then throws it twice. Okay? Because I'm done playing nice. I'm done with the fucking pussyfooting around. Okay? And right now, we're going to take a little time travel thing to show you that even from the beginning of Aaron stepping out, okay, onto the main stage as the conqueror of Scientology, it has all been bullshit. It has all been bullshit. Because once again, the only person that I know that has hate videos and a hate website that is only filled with actual facts of their wrongdoing is Aaron Smith-Levin. Okay? And possibly Marty and Mike. I shouldn't say it. Those three. They detail actual crimes and actual actions and words that they did while inside Scientology and out. You know, the stuff they try and say about like Alex or Leah or these other is such bullshit. It's total BS, BS, BS. Okay. So we're actually going to start. With Marty Rathbun. I never thought I would be highlighting anything this monster said. And guys, Do not get it twisted. Marty Rathbun is this, David Miscavige. Okay, let's put it this way. Lafayette, number one criminal of Scientology. Lafayette, Ronald Hubbard. Then we have David Miscavige, number two. Number three, Marty Rathbun. Number four, Mike Rinder. Heber Gents. Okay, those are like the top five. We got other people, but those would be like the top five massive criminals of Scientology. Okay, so Marty Rathbun, the number three criminal of Scientology, is going to lay some truth on us here. Okay, if I get another restraining order from Florida, am I going to pay for my own lawyer? No, I'd have to fundraise for that, honey. Full disclosure, guys. I don't make 20 grand a month from this. If I made 20 grand a month from this, fuck yeah, I'm going to fund my own lawyer. But thank you for the super chat to ask me a question that's clearly indicating that you think that all money that I get from the internet doing this job is a grift. So you're paying, you're grifting, you're a griftee, you're part of it. I don't know what that means. But thank you for the super chat. You could, but no, I probably will have to fundraise. Aaron's going to Aaron can't get a restraining order on me. For what? For telling the truth. He's going to go all the way down to the court to get a restraining order? Okay. Let's see how that goes. I have not, he has to be in imminent physical danger. I've never threatened his life. I have never threatened to physically harm him. And I have never physically harmed him. I don't live in Florida. I don't have any business in Florida. I fucking hate Florida. Okay? You will literally have to pay me to go there. Okay? I don't want to be anywhere near this man. I want him locked up for as long as humanly possible under the law. I want his channel gone. I want him to go fucking work at the McDonald's or whatever the fuck and leave everybody alone because he is a menace. Okay? Because he is a menace to every woman around him and to every ex-Scientologist out there. Okay? Because there is not one ex-Scientologist, please, ex-Scientologists, cult survivors, there is not one of us that he has not taken detailed notes about to use to push our buttons, to push us towards mental instability so that he can control us and dominate us and harm us. There is no one on planet Earth that he hasn't done that to. If you are a survivor of Scientology, well, he better go get his license back because that lapsed. I mean, that's what he was doing before. But how's he going to sell fucking real estate when his reputation is fucking dog shit? Okay? So, yeah. All right, let's get this video from Marty Rathbun up. And I will back up what is said here with, I have receipts on that too. All right, I don't want to show that channel, but this is the name of the video. This is what we're going to show here. All right, let me put up my other scrolly just for fair use, guys, fair use. Okay, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use purpose, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So this will be fair use, guys. We're going to use this fairly, fair use, etc. Okay, here we go.
And so Aaron begins this segment off with the big lie.
And Marty is referring to the episode featuring Aaron Smith-Levin on Leah Remini, Scientology in the Aftermath, the television show that he was part of an episode on.
He says, I was in Scientology until 2 years ago.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? He refused to talk to you about selling your property in downtown Clearwater. Wow. A real estate agent is like, I don't need business. What an idiot.
Outright lie.
So I have to rewind that because I talked over Marty.
I was in Scientology until 2 years ago. Outright lie. He's been out of Scientology since 2009. He's been in communication with myself and Mike Rinder since 2009. 8 years.
Right there. So in Aaron's episode, he's like, oh, I'm just barely out. I'm just dealing with all this pain. What Marty Rathbun just said, absolutely true. Because between those same years, Aaron was secretly texting me, Facebook messaging me for years to talk about various things. All the while, what was Aaron doing during that time period that he was not out?
Acting as a mole and a spy in a Scientology company because it was paying him very well, and he didn't want to come a cropper with those people. So
now, hang on.
He pretended like he was a Scientologist so he continued to profit and get intelligence, which made him important with his idol, Mike Rinder. The next thing he says...
Sorry, that was a bigger bite that I should have taken. This is all true. This is the financial company that he was working for under one of the Feshbacks, and he was spying, feeding information to Tony Ortega, feeding information to Mike Rinder and Marty for all of their blogs for years about statistics, about the events, about all that stuff. And then Aaron realized, I want to be the one doing this. I want to be the one, who's getting the kudos for breaking this news about Scientology. Okay. And Aaron only stopped doing this because he got outed.
This is absolutely false. He says, I'm the 16-year-old kid, or however old he was, and I'm going to this Scientology event. I see David Miscavige talking about what happened with the IRS and how it was this big, 30 years of persecution were overcome.
Aaron was literally like 13 or 14 when the 1993 event came out.
And it was proven that Scientology entitled to exemption, and exemption was gotten, right? And he said, and I was watching it in awe, only to later find out it was all bullshit. Except the problem is, it wasn't all bullshit. Virtually everything that was said there, in fact,
this is where Marty has to remember
the entire thing was backed up by documents. Okay? Virtually
Marty's going to pretend that he didn't personally participate in the blackmail of IRS agents to achieve religious entity recognition, not a religion, religious entity recognition from the IRS to gain tax exempt status. Oh, Lily, we're going to get to your comment here. Stay out of other people's business.
everything that was said there was true. Okay? Like David Miscavige or not, like Scientology or not.
Oh, honey, that wasn't true. Hang on. I'm going to let Craponomica, hang on. Guys, my bread. I'll be right back. Let me find some music to play for you guys. So I don't get copyright strike here. Oh my goodness, my heart is pounding. Okay. Woo! Okay. Yes. So these Scottish morning rolls that I'm making, guys, just as an aside, are fantastic. But it takes 3 proofs. So you put it all together, and then you got to proof it for 2.5 hours. Then the directions say knock it back, and then reproof it for another hour. Set a timer for an hour, and then you proof it again another hour once you made the little rolls shapes. Okay, so we're on the second proof here, guys. Second proof. So it's like 4.5 hours of proofing this dough. So my first batch came out kind of dense. I'm hoping that this batch comes out lighter. There we go. There we go. I need to make Scottish square sausage. Okay, I'll get on it. I'll get on it. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's finish up, Marty.
Not what Aaron Levin Smith saw at that thing.
See, he doesn't. This is how this was cracking me up, because like he's just given a script. He doesn't know Aaron. He doesn't know anything about him.
That he said were the false representations that then lured him in and made this whole thing fraudulent to him weren't false in the first place.
So this is just we don't have to watch the rest of this. My point is that Marty reveals that Aaron's story to the public via Leah's show, total lie. That he wasn't. Now, that can go to someone's own thoughts, right? That he still considered himself kind of a Scientologist, but a Scientologist doesn't rat on Scientology to people like Marty and Mike Rinder and Tony Ortega secretly for years, not just for like a little bit, unless they are not really a believer in Scientology anymore. Spoiler alert, Aaron never believed in Scientology. Not his whole life. He was in awe. No, he wasn't. He thought David Miscavige was powerful and he wanted to be like him, you know. Yeah, but I did. Yeah. All right. Now, today, sorry, I'm laughing at the stuff that I'm seeing here. Okay. So we are going to go back through Aaron's channel now. Okay. So now I have scrolled down a bit. This is, like a video from over a year ago. Oh, look who's on the video. It's Nat and Mike Brown, who's off the foundation, and Jenna, Jenna, take your name off there, girl. Anyway, I shouldn't say stuff like that. We're not friends. She's not going to do anything I tell her, but you said you left. You should leave. All right. Now this is all prior. He's still on the foundation, on the Aftermath Foundation at this time. Okay. And I just want you to look, this is when he was battling Stephanie and he didn't even watch Baby Reindeer, guys. He stole that name from me because Baby Reindeer was trending. Anyway, so he's still part of the Aftermath. Okay. Officially. Okay. And, talking about bullshit. Oh, here we go. Talking about streets, bringing streets into the convo. There's stuff. Let's talk about Leah. Leah, a boobathon for Nance Drew's legal defense, who he later threw under the bus. There's Cheryl. There's Marilyn. There's Poe, right? All these guys supporting Nance Drew. He threw her under the bus. Okay. We're covering Scott's drama. We're covering the anti-slap. That is not a good picture of streets. The anti-slap lawsuit. Okay. Oh, we're going to talk about now. First, this is when he was supporting Valeska and her, quest. And then we saw later he took down Valeska because a woman had an affair. That's a crime. He's actively married for 23 years, will not divorce his wife, and has constant affairs. Totally fine. That's his personal business and no one should talk about it, even though he puts it. Now, this is why am I going through all these things? To show my point that his relationship with Jenna has been his content for the past 2 years. So I'm just showing you like a little earlier in the timeline. Okay. So now we're getting into the 86 GOP scandal. This is when Aaron lost his mind because 86 GOP used to be his biggest donor. And then 86 GOP went and started donating to Scott. And he didn't like that. And then, of course, 86 GOP went and funded Anthony D'Amato Jr. So the This Is War one, that was not with me. That was prior to our war. This is with Scott. This is him trying to be dramatic. More stuff about Grant Cardone. Oh, who's that? Who is that? All right, I got to go back a little bit further because we got to go back. Oh, look, when he was friends with Liz. Okay, let's go back. I sorry, I was too far ahead. I was looking for something else. Over. So let's go back. There's Jessica Palmadessa. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. Because we got to go back to like 20. Oh, look, who's that? Is that Reese? His homie, who he also threw under the bus? It's just like a parade of women. Oh, isn't that Miriam Francis, who he originally threw under the bus? Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute here. We got to go back into, okay, this is where Aaron gets arrested. And there's Clearwater George. Aaron in the streets. We're just, he does pump out a lot of content, guys. I will give him that. All right. So we're going to just keep, okay. So this is where he leaves the aftermath. Okay. This is we're at 2 years ago now. So we just need to go to just prior to that because you will see how this evolution happened. Okay. I'm looking for a very specific video. Please forgive me while I am scrolling. Oh, look, it's Reese and him in outfits. This is when we were all mad at Mitch. Oh, there's a live, but that's not the one I'm looking. This is the one I'm looking for. Okay. So I should go back because now I'm going to lose my fucking place. God damn it. And I totally did. Sunny beaches, you guys. Now I got to scroll all the way back down again. Crying in a bucket. So we're going to go over this here. Doesn't mean I know the personals. That's also the point here. Yeah, I get you. I heard a rumor that us mods are dumb. What? You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Good God. Guys, I apologize for my ineptitude here on the internet right now. This is completely a me problem. You guys did not need to see the double scroll. Good night. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare, YouTube. Don't you dare. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Okay, almost there. I'm going to go slower now. Where did it go? Did I pass it? Okay, I think I passed it at this point. Hang on. So this is like the beginning of the beef. Here we go. Bop, 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 bop. Got Jackson on. First time. One of the first times dressing up as Danny Masterson because that's hilarious. Had Sterling on a lot. There's Sterling and Reese together. Sterling is now gone. Okay. Nope. I missed it again. Did he take it down? Is he actively taking down his Jenna content right now because he knows that his fucking channel is evidence that it's all bullshit and that it's always been up here? I wouldn't put that past him, guys, but also I may just need to go. There we go. Okay. So right here, there we go. Open in a new tab, Nora. Don't fuck yourself up. Okay. So this is the very first time where he introduces Jenna's video. Now notice there's no Jenna. Where Jenna? She's not on for an interview. Okay. So he starts off and launches Jenna's channel from his channel. This is from August 24th, 2023. Okay. Now, this is literally I want to say 1 month post his getting kicked off the Aftermath board. Okay. So we have the Jenna one. Then he went out with friends. Now, this is Reese after she had been outed, continuing her undercover series with Aaron. Now, listen, don't forget that Reese was a person, an active Scientologist who was reaching out to the Aftermath for help to leave Scientology. And what did Aaron do? He pumped her for information, for content, accidentally outed her, and whoopsie-doodles just helped her launch, a very successful YouTube career. And then threw her under every available bus as soon as she was no longer willing to, be his henchman. Okay. So then we go, a few weeks later, and we're going to have this live, okay, with Jenna. I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay. Now this one.
Balake. Where is Balake?
Oh. This one is from August 28th. So 4 days later, okay, 4 days later, we do have the appearance of actual Jenna Miscavige on his channel to launch her. Now, for the people and the storyline, this is the early days of the courtship. You can cuss in my chat. You can cuss in my chat as long as it's not hate speech, I don't care about fucks. But also YouTube gets mad at that. So if you just misspell the spicy words, that would be helpful. Okay. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Make no mistake. Sterling absolutely left the SPTV Foundation board because of me. 100%. He does not like me. He does not like the way I talk or look or do anything. And that's Sterling's prerogative. I don't give a fuck, right? The fact that Sterling doesn't like me changes nothing in my life, okay? I am still a very hardworking lesbian trad wife, okay, who's making content here on the internet. And the fact that Sterling, doesn't like me, no, it changes nothing, guys. It changes nothing because this is America. I don't have to like him. He doesn't have to like me. It's all good, okay? It means nothing, okay? In the grand scheme of things, right? Whether or not we have affection for each other, who gives a fuck, okay? But yeah, he definitely left because Aaron couldn't get me under control. I was too negative for the positive party that Sterling wanted to do, talking about Scientology. Hey, guys, Scientology is so groovy. No, it's not fucking groovy. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting cult. And I will not fucking cutify, crimes. We're not going to do that. This isn't a fucking stand-up show. If I'm going to do that, it'll be on my stand-up show. That's not what we're doing here. Okay, so this is the early days of the courtship. Now, what do these people have in common? Well, this person grew up in Scientology and this person grew up in Scientology. You know what they have not in common? This person is divorced. This person is still married. Okay? See the difference? This person tells lies to every person like this that he meets that he is it just in an open marriage, and it's so sad, and just staying together for the kids, and I'm totally getting divorced from my wife, totally not sleeping in the same bed as her, totally not fucking my wife and you and possibly a third person. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. So we have this one. Okay. So right here, now this was a secret square. I did not find out about their relationship, about them being together. I asked about it several times because I'd seen her pop up at places that he was at, and I thought that's suspicious, but whatever. And then it was like finally confirmed when we were in LA that they were together. Like Aaron confirmed to me. Okay. So multiple months of him lying to the public about this relationship. Multiple months. Manipulation. Okay. And this is how narcissists control things. It's a secret. This is how all abusers do it, right? PDF files, narcissistic abusers, they all use the same tactics. We have to keep this our little secret. We wouldn't want people to, pass judge. It might not look good for you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's always a secret. Always a secret. Okay. Let's go back to this one here. Okay. So that's the first time. Okay. Then this was Sterling. This was another leaked call. And we're going to keep on rolling. Mostly he was doing a lot of stuff with Reese Pieces. Okay. Still covering. Now he's out in LA. Right? Doing the Masterson trial. Doing the Masterson. Still part of the aftermath. Still vice president of the aftermath while he's at the hotel covering the Danny Masterson trial. Okay. All right. So then he's still, so you can see here, he's still defending his foundation right there. Okay. All this stuff with Ashton Kutcher. We're going to talk about Julian Schwartz. That guy's a piece of shit. Oh, look at me. I've got 200,000 subscribers. Look at my friends. Here's Matt, right? Here's Amy. Here's Mark. Here's Mike Render. Here's Claire. Look at us. Yay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Now we're going to talk about SPTV. Oh, here's Vanessa. Right? Is this the one? This is from, what the fuck?
Balake. Where is Balake at?
Stop stealing Key and Peele. This is from September 20th, 2023. So this is just him and Vanessa. Never mind. It's not that one. It's not that one. Okay. So we're still in 2023. He's still a part of it. Yeah. Okay. We're talking about Bijou. We're talking about Danny. Here he is with Andrew Gold. Look at me. I'm the biggest YouTuber. I'm getting on these big channels. More stuff. This is when he teamed up with this woman who is one of the Nickelodeon babies. Look at me. I'm important. Let's have a Q&A. Let's just talk about Brooke Holgan. Okay. Here are some Scientology agents. Little Miranda. Oh, we have Mike Brown on. We got Captain America on to talk about some stuff, and he's going to talk about his mom. Oh, there's Reese. Okay. No, Jenna. Oh, we're just going to talk with Sterling and Mike. We're going to talk about the cadet. Oh, here's Jeff. Jeff's doing great, guys. Go give him some love and support. He's back on YouTube. Okay. We're going to talk about more double agent stuff. Let's talk with Rachel, whose wife is now part of the Aftermath board, right? Oh, Sterling is going to talk about his stepmom because Jenna doesn't. Maurice, here's Tommy when they were friends. Remember Tommy and him? Yeah. Maurice, this is where he debates a former Scientologist. We'll loosely call that a debate. Mike Brown giving us the take on the real military versus the fake space Navy. More Rosemary stuff. Now you have to understand this is coming out like daily. He's doing most of this stuff 1 or 2 times a day. Okay. This was actual Scientologists who got interviewed about Israel Hamas 2 years ago. Okay. Oh, the Lighthouse Project. There's Miriam Francis, and there's Christy. Where's Christy Gordon? Oh, right. She's one of the women Aaron yelled at. And then she was the first person to leave the SBTV Foundation. Because, why? Because Aaron is not a good person. Aaron is going to learn some Schoolhouse Rock. Okay, we have a cutesy thing. Tom Cruise, blah, 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 blah. Okay, more Reese stuff. So much Reese content. He really used Reese to cutify himself. He became the guy that's just like the pal with the gals. Look at me with my pal, my gal pal Reese. My gal pal Reese. When he still liked Leah. He's talking nicely about her. Okay, so now he does an interview with the Mustard. This was the protest that Alexa Nichols did. Tommy was there. Okay, we got Jackson on there, Mark Bunker. Oh, let's talk about the person he hasn't talked about in forever, Valerie. When was the last time he talked about Valerie Haney? Right? Okay, more Reese Pieces. Look at all these people that showed up to protest outside of Celebrity Center with Alexa Nichols. Right? Because Aaron promoted that. Unlike the Father's Day protest, which he shat all over. Okay? So we're going to keep going. Oh, look at him. Let's play werewolves while I'm dressed as Danny Masterson for Halloween. So Sterling and Reese game night. Ba, 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 ba. We're going to just keep going and keep cutifying. Where's Danny Masterson? Where's his alleged things? Uh-oh, hot dog. Now, Aaron was in England on vacation, actually with his wife. And look at his old intro, guys.
It's the Church of Scientology so afraid of.
This is SPTV.
Now, that's when he was really marketing the shit out of SPTV, and it was Mike, Mark, and Claire and him. You remember that? So look at this face. This is when he's going to explain to all of us. And this video came out on November 20th. So August, September, October, November, Aaron is gone from the foundation. During those months, Jenna hadn't made any content. She just launched her channel, still had no content. But was already, over, 50,000 subscribers. Okay? No. Guys. Reese has nothing to do with Aaron's nothing. He already shat all over her. That's just my point. Don't get it twisted. We're not here to shit on Reese. So if you guys have a problem with Reese, go tell her. She does, okay? Yeah. So.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I have no idea if this setup is going to work. I have no idea if the Wi-Fi is going to work
because
properly.
He was in England.
I hope it's not laggy. You guys know I wanted to do a video or two per day while I was here in London on vacation. Turns out the Airbnb that we're in is such that it's impossible for me to record or do anything if I'm home, unless it's too awkward, but let's just do it. So the official reason for my removal was the video that I did 2 weeks ago, calling out an attorney, one of the attorneys representing Val Haney in her trafficking suit against Scientology.
And he took the video down.
And I didn't say the name of the attorney. The title of the video was something like attorney makes huge mistake in Scientology trafficking case. And that video was about Graham Berry. And you wouldn't know that if you'd seen the video because I never said Graham Berry's name in the video. And
no, you absolutely would know that because he's listed as the attorney of record. And you've shown that in earlier videos when talking about Valerie's case.
These plaintiffs are represented by large law firms. These law firms have tons of lawyers. Whether he's going to retry Danny Masterson or not, besides Chris Shelton and Antonio Taker for doing that. Based on this new code of ethical conduct that the Aftermath Foundation has adopted, doing that video would be something that would get me removed from the board. So as you can see, it would be a problem for me. Now look, Graham Berry. Graham Berry is a very competent attorney who has done it. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. That's what it comes down to. I believe Mike Rinder's words, if I recall correctly, I can't remember if this was in an email he sent me or if it was in the meeting, but he said, when people think of the Aftermath Foundation, I'm the one who came up with the name Aftermath Foundation.
Mm-hmm. Right. Don't forget, it's his baby, just like it's his movement right now.
He said, people think Mike Rinder. They don't think Aaron Smith-Levin. They don't.
And now it's named the Michael J. Rinder Aftermath Foundation. Right. Now, this is the part where we see Aaron reveal in public his very, very fragile ego. This is a fucking dick measuring contest right now between him and Mike Rinder that we all got to participate in.
I don't think Luis Garcia, by the way, I was the vice president of the foundation. Luis Garcia was the president of the foundation. Luis Garcia was forced out about 4 to 5 months ago.
Now, the truth of the matter is that Aaron and Luis Garcia, these are facts, did start the Aftermath Foundation and then started asking other people to join, like Mike and his wife, or his widow now, Amy and Matt, Claire and Mark, etc.
For similar but unrelated circumstances. And he said, yeah. He said, it's not called the Aaron Smith-Levin Foundation.
No, it's not. It's not called the Aaron Smith-Levin Foundation. And neither is your current foundation, sir. It's called the SPTV Foundation, which is more ridiculous than the Michael J. Rinder Aftermath Foundation.
Not called the Luis Garcia Foundation. It's called the Aftermath Foundation. And when people think Aftermath, they think Mike Rinder.
And why would that be, guys? Could that be because Mike Rinder was the co-host with Leah Remini on Scientology and the Aftermath? So let's get this straight, Aaron. Your first beef is that Mike Rinder correctly points out that his name recognition in conjunction with part of the title of Leah Remini's show, in which you were a participant, not a host, is something that comes to people's minds before you, who nobody knows, and this is a problem. This is Mike Rinder's big lie. The only people who know, hey, I started it, are fucking ex-Scientologists, and there are billions more people than ex-Scientologists.
And I said, well, maybe the reason people think of me when they think of the Aftermath Foundation, or they think of the Aftermath Foundation when they think of me, is because I've been working hard almost every day for 6 years as the vice president of the foundation, promoting the foundation.
So let me get this straight. You are mad because you think you deserve more name recognition because you promoted something that is just supposed to be an altruistic activity that is supposed to help people. Why the fuck does it matter if people think of you in conjunction with that thing or not? If you are literally there to just help people, to escape a destructive cult, then who gives a fuck if people immediately think of you or not? You're not supposed to be it. Okay? The case I'm laying before you guys is how this has always and will always continue to be solely and completely about Aaron Smith-Levin, not about exposing Scientology, not about helping anybody. Okay? And lest we forget, the reason why Mr. Smith-Levin was summarily thrown out of his own organization wasn't because he was doing such a good job, was because his personal fucking, literal fucking shenanigans, okay, became public, and they did not want his association, his name, his picture being on the Aftermath Foundation website to blow back and cause problems for a foundation that was recognized by the IRS and had helped a number of people already. And if you don't remember what those things were, Aaron talks about it later, but, and Mike, well, we'll let Mike talk about it later. He tells a good story on that one. This was also post the Los Angeles Juliana incident, okay, where a random woman from the internet contacted him, very flirtatious. He got drunk and engaged in other libations, and then took this woman back to his hotel room. I don't know if sex commenced or not. It's really irrelevant. But at some point, this woman started trying to record him Aaron had a freak out. They had a tussle for the cell phone. A lamp was thrown onto Aaron somehow. His toe became broken. She got injured. They went to the CVS where he was recorded on CCTV from an ice cream shop across the street that's no longer there. She jumped on his back and he threw her off his back into a wall. Yes, thank you, Larky. All while sitting in the gallery of a literal trial for rape. This is the level of this man, and he's married. Juliana was an SPTV follower. She was a fan. But I say random because it's not like he had any other relationship with her, right? Okay, you see that face? That's the literal, like, he is just so beyond pissed off face. Okay, so let's I stopped sharing everything. I gotta make it bigger again and then make it smaller. Okay, so we have, let me go back to sharing here. So that's the end of the aftermath for Aaron. Okay. And that's November. So then let's go back because I don't know what happened here. It like popped me way up in time. Yeah. Okay. So then he made another statement when he got home. That was, much more explosive. And then he immediately changed his intro. That's like he changed that to the permanent one. Okay. So then he goes over here and he's reading the articles and the bylaws, and he's trying to make his case on how they put in a new law and it wasn't there and it's a bunch of bullshit and he shouldn't have been kicked out and he's innocent and these guys are fucking with his life, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Just total bullshit. Okay. Then he just goes on. He goes on vacation for a little bit. I'm back, baby, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now we're back to the regularly scheduled programming. He's going to make it fun, guys. It's going to be fun. Now, here's Liz Gale when he was friends with her. Let's use her for some props. I got a Scientology mom. Here we go. Now we get Natalie. Now he's made friends with Natalie. Now he's got three lady friends. 3 lady friends that he's hanging out with. Look at that. Now we've got Natalie. Natalie's his new superstar. He's just pumping her up. Pump up the jam. Game night. There's Reese. There's Tommy. There's Liz. There's Mike. There's Sterling. Yep. The bestie squad. Oh, introducing Marilyn. Here we go. Here's Marilyn. Yep. Marilyn. Oh, and Reese. Yep. And everybody during this time was emailing me saying, hey, how come you're not doing lives with Aaron? Because he didn't want to. Because his buddies, they didn't like me. And that's fine. Right? I've done a lot of work to get over that. Right? This is when Laura saw her dad. Okay? He milked the fuck out of that. Okay? Then we have a Q&A. We're going to go. We're going to get to the juice stuff here. Okay? So now, here we are. People getting arrested. This is when he started realizing, this TikTok stuff is good. And he started just doing streams about that. Right. So then now he makes his first appearance, okay, in downtown Clearwater to go and protest. Right. He's just going to walk around. This is, of course, from January 9th, 2024. Please note the dates. Okay. So, this one, January 9th, 2024. Proof Scientology has destroyed downtown Clearwater. Okay. So, we'll go back here. All right. So now he's walking around. He's got, talking about Jessica and streets. Oh, let me show you how funny I am. I don't know how to use my camera. There's George. We've got some more people coming out. Okay. Here's Marilyn again. Now, we saw Reese's mother-in-law. Here's Cheryl and them. They're going out. They're talking to Scientologists. Okay. And let's just bring this one up. We're just going to bring this one up to show the style.
Florida during daytime hours.
Here we go. We're going to go live during daytime hours. So let's get a taste here for very early days in 2024 when it was more sporadic, not regular, how Aaron protested. Okay.
No one on the streets on Cleveland Street.
Here we go.
In the middle of the day or even in the evenings.
See, I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Ah!
I was in St. Pete.
So this is just a random guy from Portland, Oregon, not a Scientologist. Here's George.
He did invite us in to say hi to Ben. He did. He did. Where? Okay.
We met Ben. We'd like to see him.
Sorry.
So that guy, I guess, is a Scientologist, right?
See ya.
And they're trying to go. There he goes. And he just, look how nice he is. He's not put the camera in the guy's face, right? And he asked if he could see Ben Rinder. Now, Mike Rinder did not ask Aaron Smith-Levin to reach out to every Scientologist outside of the Clearwater building to ask to see Ben Rinder. Okay. What's gone? What's gone? What's gone? Is he just deleting content now? Oh, he took down the video about Jenna. Live breaking news. He took down Jenna's video. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to Jenna's. Nope, Jenna's is still up. Good job, Jenna. Keep it up there. That Jenna's is still up, guys. I hope it stays up. I hope it stays up. Aaron has taken down his video. Breaking news. Maybe his lawyer did read my email and was like, bro, this is the woman. Now, guys, don't forget, part of the story was the lawyer convinced Jenna to come to court to sit with him because it would look really bad for him to have said all those things about the niece of Scientology's leader. And when he's claiming Scientology's coming after him, I don't think that's going to work out because the internet is forever. And I already have it downloaded, and so do many other people. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to show you guys, like, this is the protesting that Aaron started out with. Kindly not being in people's
He did invite us
faces.
in to say hi to Ben. He did.
Okay. Let's see this one.
Like scurried in real fast.
Just talking to random people on the street.
I gotta go somewhere.
Trained killer. You know, he can smell Yoshi on you.
Just hanging out. This is where Aaron can't go anymore. He can't walk to any of these places. He's just
A meal break.
He's showing
If
how
they at
that
least
it is
pay
on
to
town.
play.
Okay. All factual. Good protest. I'll give it a B-. Okay. So let's go back to this one here. So that's early days. Aaron and George and them having, this whole thing. Okay. And I did it again. Why didn't anyone stop me? This is where he's again out on the streets in Florida and, talking to some. If you're going to fuck it up, just fuck it all the way up. Okay, so.
For crimes against Scientologists.
That's George. I want to see.
Oh, by the way, thank you to whoever sent me the diagram of the legal property line of this building, because the property line over by where George is standing
See how calm he
is unbelievably close to the building.
How calm he is.
Much
when he's
closer than
talking
you
to
would guess.
people.
Half of that foyer, that big giant entrance, half of that
Are
foyer
we actually going to see a
is
Scientologist
public
in
property.
here?
And
That dog is adorable. It's a little Shiba Inu. Adorbs. They're playing like music because they want to try and copyright people. I don't see anybody that he talks to other than George. Okay, let's talk to this.
now that he's serving life in prison for raping those Scientologists.
This is a Scientologist he's talking to. Okay. Just listen to his tone and see how far away he is from this person. Okay.
That 70 show? Wait, our buddy's coming back. He doesn't want you. Damn it. Seriously, it only takes 60 seconds. All right.
See? Okay. Let's go here. All right. So we're going to scroll down. So guys, that's how it started. That's how it started, but we got to, oh God, I'm so sorry, guys. I love you guys so much. I'm so sorry. I have to scroll again. I have to scroll so much. So much scrolling. Oh, that's a video that he's not taking down about me either. He just loves to try and smash people. Loves it. Loves it. Okay. So, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're going to keep going. Okay, we're back. All right. So then he's got to throw Leah under the bus. More shit about Leah. Talking about Valeska. This is war. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So now, this is when we were all in Minneapolis, okay, for the end of life celebration for Tony. And here he is. Oh, who's that he's making content with, clearly demonstrating them as a couple? That's Aaron with Jenna. Here he is again with Jenna. I don't think she's in this one. Here he is again. Jenna. We got to talk about Scientology. Oh, let's just sit here. That's just two prens hanging out. Totally. Okay. So as you see, his channel then flipped to being about, still him, obviously, star of the universe, but used multiple times, not just in surreptitious way. Okay. And then this is when he fucked some shit up. Yeah. Oh, here we go. More Jenna content. I don't think that one's there. There's another one up here that is like, you cannot deny that this is about their relationship. It's clickbait. There's Natalie back. This is when he shat on the whole idea. Now, the premise of the Safe Foundation was a kind of like a good premise, but it got fucked up. That's a whole other story. It has nothing to do with it. This was good coverage when he's talking about the hurricane shit. Oh, what happened here? Now we see, okay, a very, very, very deranged.
The unfortunate Sea Org members have.
Okay, so let's listen to Aaron. Let's see what's happening.
Wound up outside my house.
Okay, so just as an FYI, he was outside doing storm cleanup in his neighborhood. George came over to help him. They're like removing trees and like fallen limbs and stuff. He was out in his sweatpants and a t-shirt. He sees that there are Sea Org members in his neighborhood, probably looking to get, B-roll disaster, fucking bullshit to pump up their shit. So what does he do? Does he approach them and say, guys, you're off the base. My house is literally right here. I can help you. Like if you want to leave, I have room. I will help you. I will help you get a job. I'm the president of a foundation. I was in your spot. I was a Sea Org member. I know exactly what you're going through. We are here to help. Do you want help? No. He goes and changes into an embroidered SPTV shirt that a fan made for him and sent to him, puts on a new hat so he's not as sweaty, puts on this face because that's not terrifying, okay, and decides to go and stalk these women. I'm not going to speed it up because I want you to hear his tone in real time.
One of them actually looks like a CMO.
This is from
Staff
October
member,
11th,
Commodore's
2024.
messenger.
Okay.
Higher level Sea Org member. The other two are hiding in their car right
That's
here.
the
They
car.
have a flat tire.
Right? Does he go and get his jack from his car? Does he say, "Hey, I have AAA. I'll hook you up. Let me help you. Let me show you that ex-Scientologists are not manipulative, are not crazy, are not here to harm you. We're actually here to help you." No. He walks right past the car.
Could not get more unfortunate for them.
Mm-hmm. He starts walking down the block.
You see, this is the Sea Org member
a
who
woman
looks
who
like
is
a
alone.
messenger.
Zooms in on her now.
What is she doing in my neighborhood?
It doesn't matter. It's America. You don't own the whole fucking neighborhood. Okay?
I can tell you what it looked.
Now he's walking faster.
I've been spotted.
Okay.
She
Now,
must be on the phone.
at that point, I've been spotted. He knows that she knows it's him. And she's starting to, have a bad interaction.
With Osa, who were like, "Get the hell out of there now."
Okay. So he's
Get out of there. See,
crossing
they
the
made a
street
mistake, though.
back
They
and forth
separated.
as she's
split
crossing
up.
the street back and forth. Okay. Zoom in again. Make sure we
I'm
get
just going
that.
to ask her about Danny Masterson.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask her about Danny Masterson. Here comes the running.
She's clearly a CMO staff.
And Jenna has removed it. Okay. I see that. Breaking news. Jenna and Aaron have had a confabulation of sorts. I shouldn't even say that. Who knows? And both their reaction videos are down. And guess what, guys? Guess what the breaking news will be after that? Nora's the bad guy because she's the one who keeps it going. She just wants drama. And it's not about telling the truth about this evil man who keeps fucking hurting women and is destroying the entire Scientology movement to bring them down. But let's take down the truth. Guys, I already recorded both of them. So I have them. And since you've taken it down, you can't copyright strike me if you don't have the content active on your channel. So, goody gumdrops for me. A goody gumdrops for me. That doesn't mean they're back together, guys. That doesn't mean they're back together. Okay? It just means they have both taken down their very public videos where Aaron said defamatory, disgusting things about Jenna, and she told the truth. Now, why she took hers down, I can't say. I can assume that it is because Aaron Smith-Levin is terrified of going back to jail, and his lawyer told him, "You're a fucking idiot. What the fuck are you doing?" I'm sure the short is still up. It'll be down. It'll be down in a second. It doesn't even matter. Guys, it doesn't matter because the case I am presenting here to the public court of opinion, okay, is facts. And if people don't like the facts of their own actions and words, then don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? I texted Jenna. She's never going to text me back. I told her in no uncertain terms, I'm here for her, whatevs. And I think the only thing that she will text back to me, to be perfectly honest with you guys, is, don't say my name. First of all, Jenna, sorry. You're not in charge of me. You're not in charge of my content. And this isn't about you. This is about a literal predator monster who has for years been duping everyone in the ex-Scientology community into thinking that A, he's a good guy, and B, he gives a shit about anyone besides himself. And I'm done. I'm done with that shit. Okay? Yeah. I'm sure Aaron's going to make himself into a fucking superhero for having the common sense to take down a shitstorm video that will absolutely tank his legal case. Okay? Just like literally. Literally. Okay. Let's carry on and watch this.
Staff member. She must know about Danny Masterson, right?
She must know about him. Here he goes. 3, 2, 1, and we're going faster. Oh, we lost visuals. We lost visuals.
Let's go back.
What's with the maniacal laughter? Let's fast forward a little.
Get him. Rescue operation.
Running. Now
I just want to ask him about Danny Masterson.
I just want to ask him about Danny Masterson. Running towards SEERG members. 3 women and 1 man. Running.
The SEERG members, did they get the word to jump into the van as fast as possible?
Running. The van is moving, guys, because they are so terrified of Aaron.
Quick, run!
Run!
Quick, run!
Run!
You dropped your phone! Run! Hurry up! Get in there!
Look at him.
Come on, guys!
Look at him. Literally,
My God!
that girl had to climb over the guy in the front seat to get in the van. Running. Running towards SEERG members in his neighborhood. That's an act of aggression. I don't care who you are. That is an act of aggression. Okay? Let's go back to his channel again. Yes, he took it down. Are you going to take down the Liz video too, Aaron? Are you going to take down actual defamation and slander that you put up about Liz? I mean, she's not going to fuck you. So you don't get to put your penis in her vagina. Okay? But you need to take that down. Okay? Because that one is going to get you a lawsuit. That one is absolutely going to get you a lawsuit. And I will, that will get me to Florida. I'll tell you that. I'll go attend that shit. All right. So let's go back. We're going to go back. Because Aaron says no one can talk about his relationship. It's not his content. It's not anything to do with what he's doing. It's not fair. It's private. It's not public. It's private. Don't talk about it. Not content. No one should talk about it. No one's allowed to comment on it, especially not ex-Scientologists. Okay. Jenna posted a minute ago. What did she post? She made a post. All right, here we go. Let's read Jenna's statement. It says, I woke up in the middle of the night, not able to sleep until I created my masterpiece revenge video. As the sun came up and I tried to go on my walk, I realized I don't want to do this. I don't want to spend the next few weeks defending myself or making videos about this bullshit. I want to have peace. I want to move on. I want to get used to my new life and I want to heal. I don't want to spend my time with hate and tit for tat. That's not what my channel is supposed to be about, and that's not the life that I want for myself or for my family. Thanks all for your support as always. Wonderful. Wonderful, Jenna. Snaps. And I wish you a bon chance and success. Nothing but success. I have no ill will towards Jenna Miscavige because it's not about her. Okay? So I'm looking for a very specific video title. This is when we broke the internet doing a talk together. Not that one. Oh, his channel's under attack, guys. I'm sure that one's coming back. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm looking for a very specific video that we haven't gotten to yet, and I have to rewind again. I apologize. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Okay, so that's... Oh, not that one. Okay, so he has this one. Is it before that one? Maybe. This is one he did with Jenna where she, disclosed a lot of stuff about how they make the e-meters. I've lost it. Doesn't matter. We got to talk about the Scientology parents. Okay. So I must have missed it again. I'll go a little bit slower. I'm looking for a very specific thumbnail, which I'm not seeing now. Am I the AA hole? Yes. Exposing the grueling reality behind busy work. Uh-huh. And then this is more him protesting, talking about Sabrina Carpenter. There's Reese Pieces. This is the Seorg member one. Now, this is where he totally throws Valeska under the bus. This is the one where he's smoking cigars and telling me I'm a total piece of shit and basically I should unalive myself and things like that. Super fun, just drunk. Then he does this non-apology apology. Then when is enough here with Jenna? They're back together again. And, as they've said, they broke up, they got back together, they broke up, they got back together, all that kind of stuff. There's Erica protesting. I would love to hear Erica's take. She won't do it, but that's fine. She's a private person and she actually doesn't have a channel. Shutting down Scientology with Jenna. With who? With Jenna Miscavige. Yeah. And it's their relationship. Oh, Monday Night SmackDown. Merry Christmas. Blah, 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 blah. This is where he cleaned Lisa's stone. We're going to talk about Surrey. This is... I also did a great interview with Danielle Chamberlain. Please go watch that on the channel. She's fantastic. We got to do more. Then he's talking about Anthony. We're talking about the commercials, more Anthony content. Oh, look, we just got Scotty. Then I forget who this guy is. Oh, Daniel, sorry. And then this is more like, you guys can see how the protests start. Okay.
Volumes, the new everything.
Protesting.
And they're telling them to train their executives at their own orgs because they could.
Orgs are going to get busy?
We'll get busy.
Okay. There he is. Now he's across the street, zooming in.
I can't.
He's got the honk of his cult.
Is it Water's Edge?
No, we're down at Harbor Bluffs.
Okay.
It's all
So these are just randos.
Called like the 5. Whereas David Miscavige knows there's no such thing as the.
Okay, and he's across the street. Now he's talking to these
maybe
guys.
if I escort you, I can.
Here we go.
Here, maybe if I escort you, I can let you in.
So
it's
he's
okay,
gonna
I'll go in with you
he's gonna
guys.
help them.
Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna walk these people across the street.
Escort these fine individuals into the FH. Don't want anyone to give them a hard time. Security's been guarding the doors, so.
Yeah, they can't get in.
I'm just helping him out. Let's see if he's got security in his ear. Okay, good. All right, good luck, guys. I hope they let you in. Happy New Year. Okay, Happy New Year, guys.
See?
Happy New Year.
Again, this is just December 31st last year, guys.
How you doing, buddy? Come on out and talk to us. They're with me. Come on out. We have OT 9 and 10 out here.
Okay. So there's that one. Decent. Okay. So then we're getting into weird stuff here. Here he is with Cheryl. Okay. And you start to see the changes. Oh no, there's me. Okay. And he spent a lot of time talking about me. I spent a lot of time talking about him at the beginning of the year. Here he is, more protests. Here's February. As you can see, guys, the protests were like once a month in the beginning of the year. And that's fine. Listen, it's totally fine. And then he live covered Scotty getting arrested at Big Blue, said a lot of things. Oh, the truth about our what? What is the title? What is it? After he does this whole thing, yes, that's me actually crying during a live. A lot of emotions. And this is why I understand the flippy floppiness and the emotions that Jen is going through. Now, I've never had sex with Aaron Smith-Levin, nor do I ever want to, and I don't think about that. But I did have a lot of affection in my heart for him. I did have a lot of love for him as a human being, which is not sadly absent. There is none, absolutely none at all for him. And so the title of this, The Truth About Our Relationship. This is from, Valentine's Day. Because on Valentine's Day, guys, you know what every woman wants? To do a live stream to tell secrets about her sex life on the internet. That is absolutely, without a doubt, the most romantical thing that anybody wants to do. So Valentine's Day, 2025, this year, this is what he had his girlfriend who flew all the way across the country while he's married. Okay. Literally importing the pussy from the West Coast to do a live. But remember, guys, his relationship is not content. Okay? Except for when he does it. He's gonna sue me, guys. He's suing me. I am suing Nora Ames. Why? Because I said that the foundation is a bunch of bullshit. I would love for you to find a lawyer to take my statements, my personal opinions about your, in my opinion, revenge porn fake foundation that is a literal fucking soapbox for you to stand on to prop yourself up and be like, remember when you said that the lawyer was brand new and that she had just passed the bar? Those are facts. Also, the facts that your tax statements aren't totally up to date and everybody on the board left, also facts. So, yeah. Yeah, you just gotta sue me. See? When was that from? 9 months ago, guys. I'm still waiting. I mean, then got in some legal trouble. This is 2 days later. 2 days after, he had to announce he was suing me. Oh, my goodness. Suing Nora 2 days later. Okay, whatever. Still hasn't happened. I'm unbothered. And if he did, I cannot wait. Please do. Because in a civil suit, I can get so much discovery. I will request, I'm just going to put this out there. I will be requesting every phone record, every email exchange, every text message from your foundation, from the moment of inception until the day of the trial. Okay? Like, I will literally, we'll lay it all out there. I want every single thing that you've ever said about any person who's reached out. We will get it all. I know you're not going to sue me. Because if you think your reputation's in the dumpster now, wait till everybody sees how you really talk about them and who you really are. This is what we're doing here. Okay. Then we get the introduction of Tom Cruise into the protesting, right? And things start look at this face. Okay. This is where and I want to use this as demonstration for exactly how not to protest. This was the start of the downfall. Now, the prosecutor did say in Anthony D'Amato's case, this is his criminal case, not our civil restraining order. God damn it, menopause case. Okay. So Aaron was at court. He was in the courtroom, went to California to go be at this hearing. Anthony brought his mother. That's his mom. Okay. So Aaron tried to talk to him inside the courtroom. That didn't go well. And then went outside. Okay. So he's waiting for him out there. He doesn't come out. There's Dodge. Now Aaron has to run back around the other side of the building. It's a big building. I would be huffing and puffing too. I'm out of shape. Okay. He goes back in. So Anthony is actively fleeing from Aaron. Fleeing from him. So Aaron runs back around the other side of the building. Again.
Why'd you bring your mom to court with you?
Okay. And he finally catches up with Anthony, who has left the building. And here we go. He's very out of breath. He had to do it twice. So here's Anthony in his, with his little ponytail and his mom. Now, notice his mom's cane and her walking, please.
How did it feel to have the...
Do you see how close that was? That's his phone, literally this close to, almost touched him with his phone. Already too close.
Judge call you a child predator?
Nobody called me a child predator, please.
You see how close? There's his microphone for reference, guys. There's his microphone within a foot of Anthony.
No comment. Leave me alone.
Okay. Right there. A person, regardless of our feelings about that particular individual human being, they are on a public sidewalk. There is no expectation of privacy, right? Like you can't ask, turn that off. I don't want to be on your film, whatever. But right there, request number 1, leave me alone. Liar. So, and this is the part that Anthony denies, right? Listen.
Call me a child predator, please. No comment. Leave me alone.
Liar. So she says, "You're a liar." And then Anthony looks directly at his mother and said, "Shut the fuck up." I would be dead if I said that to my mother anywhere. Tells her twice, "Shut up."
How did it feel to have the judge say...
Well, you little out of breath.
So now Anthony's going to start batting it back, but he's still right on his heels.
You say Solomon's name
Out of breath, fat boy.
before March 4th.
Somebody's out of breath, fat boy.
You're going to be arrested and have a $500,000 bail set.
Which is where it's at right now.
Out of breath, fat boy. No comment. You're a little way fatter than I thought, and shorter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why'd you bring your mom to court with you?
Because she's my mom.
Because she's my mom.
Why'd you bring your mom
It's
to
not
court
about
with
Anthony
you?
right now. Just still following her, okay? Follow. Then Tony, now right here, let's look at how close they are to each other. They are literally dueling cameras in each other's face here.
Yeah.
Let's go over there. There's a cop.
You must be really proud. By the way, you struck me with your cane. I'm going to be filing a police report against you.
Struck me first.
Okay, so this is where Anthony later tried to say that Aaron broke his mom's kneecap and she had a heart attack. Anthony is dragging his elderly mother down the street, in my opinion. But also Aaron is like literally, Aaron posted a statement. God, guys. You're messing up my flow, everybody. Let's look at the post. Let's look. Jenna and I have agreed best to keep private matters private for everyone's sake. Videos removed. Apologies for the distraction. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Back to business. Apologies for the distraction. Apologies. Are you going to fucking take this one down, Aaron? Are you going to take your defamation down? Are you going to do it? Women shouldn't have to fuck you in order to not be slandered and defamed and harmed by you. Okay? Take it down. Liz hasn't asked me to ask you to do that. I'm telling you, take it down. Still a terrible look for you because you are accusing a man of a literal crime that he has never committed or been accused of, BT dubs, on a public forum. And if you continue to make content about that and attempt to dox him and attempt to get him fired from his job, I will make it my life's mission to make sure that you lose every ounce of credibility across every single space in the entire internet. If it takes me the rest of my life, if I have to talk about you every single day for the rest of my life and rebrand this channel as The Truth About Aaron Smith-Levin, because, I rebrand every 6 months, I will do that. I will do that. Not for Scientology. Fuck them in the ass with a fucking chainsaw. Because you are a bad person. You are a narcissistic sociopath who is a master of Darvo, and you only hurt every single person you come into contact with. And I will not stop. I will not rest until that is the singular truth that rings out across the internet every time your name is Googled. Take it down. Okay, so that's him stalking Anthony in the face. And then he triples down on the bad stuff when they get across the street.
Throws you in prison. This is fucking trauma right here.
You see that? That's a random person on the street who probably has a court date. And he just threw out a slur about Anthony being a chomo, which is slang for child molester. In public, in front of people who were then starting to threaten Anthony and his mother. Because people don't take that lightly. He literally put Anthony's life in danger right there. Okay. Now, Anthony didn't ever file a police report about this. He should have. His mother never filed a police report on Aaron. She should have. She absolutely should have. Okay. This is the start of where we're getting into very, 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 very dangerous territory with Aaron. That was just one example. Then this is the day that Aaron and I decided to talk it out. We had an agreement. We had an agreement for this video. We were not going to look at comments. In fact, I even suggested to turn the comments off. Instead, Aaron was watching comments the entire time. And Darvoed his way through this conversation with me to essentially fuck me over. I did a thing later, and he lost 120,000 subscribers. And of course, when you come for his money, then it's on like Donkey Kong. And then he's doing more protesting with thing. Then he starts attacking Scott. Blah, 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 blah. Talking about Grant Cardone. More weird protesting. Go ahead, arrest me. We're getting more and more erratic. More and more erratic. Then he has another bro time. Hanging out and talking smack. Let's get drunk and smoke cigars and talk about people. More of his, Costco pizza party, right? Here we go. More of that. Blah, 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 blah. Then he was in Hawaii with Jenna. Oh, there she is in Hawaii. Remember what she said in her video about that? Where he threw her across the room when they were in Hawaii? Here she is again, using his, relationship for content multiple times. All right. And then we're going to go back. Here's the 44 minutes he did to talk about it without doing any coverage of the Father's Day protest. We got to talk about Joy Villa. Oh, guys, did you know that I failed? Did you guys know I failed at YouTube? I'm a failure. Look at me. Nobody's watching right now at all. I am a failure. All right, more stuff about DOA. Blah, 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 blah. Always got to put the Tom Cruise in there. Who is a fucking ex-Scientologist that is wearing a Scientologist merch? What the fuck? Oh, there's Jenna again. Now we're gonna get really into it, right? Oh, Andrea. Oh no. Did he get physical with another Scientologist before the chalk? Oh, yes, he did. Okay. And we're getting more. Oh, you're a liar. Jenna, this is a joke now, but it's his relationship again. Oh, here it is again. Right. And we're starting to see this be way more frequented. Right. It's just a joke. Scientology protests where I got arrested. Right. We'll just look at that one real quick. This is the original arrest. Okay. On July 29th. Okay. This is the original incident. Okay. So here he is. They've come out a couple times, and let's just demonstrate this water being poured all over them. It's just so violent from the Scientologists here. So here's the beginning.
Ooh,
There's
this one's
no
beat up, but you know what? That's okay.
There's
'cause
no chalk. It's a
we kinda
very,
want
very
as
hot
little
day,
of a
guys.
nap as possible.
Very, very hot day.
Yeah, no, I think
Okay.
that's good.
I really,
yeah.
as a mom, I was concerned about these guys out there in the hot. Florida sun sucks, man.
We'll see what happens, but
Okay.
if we can just take the spots that are pooling
All right. Here we go.
and spread them out to dry areas.
So let's see this water attack as Aaron claims. This is from his camera. His camera. Not Scientology's. His camera. Okay? This is a vertical.
Hey, Jamie, how interested are you in getting wet today? I'm all right. Okay, good.
All right. We're going to speed this up a little bit here because I want to get to where they come out.
Okay, good. So their property line ends here. So
I'm going to pause it as soon as they come out.
I'm okay with this. Okay. So let's see if I'm closer. And it's over. It's going to be on video.
Here he is washing his hands off their shower. Now they got the roll-on chalk here at this point, not the spray-on chalk. Aaron moves the camera up so it's closer to their little water barrier that they're trying to establish.
Okay.
Right.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do.
No, Liz. Okay, so here we go. Let's watch. I'm going to put it back at regular speed. Let's watch what the Scientologists actually do. Okay? Yeah, Liz. Jenna made a post and so did Aaron. They took all the videos down. It happened, of course, during my live to make a point that I'm a big fat liar and I'm the only one that wants drama and they are they're fucking Switzerland. But it's not about... Anyway, let's watch this incident. Okay? Yeah, she's a grown woman. She gets to do what she wants. I already said that. So he has buckets. These are buckets with water.
We're in public property.
Okay, so this Scientologist is now on public property pouring water. Did you guys hear that? Did that sound like it went on a person or on the ground? That sounds like the ground to me. Oh, he put the bucket on the ground and poured the water on the ground. I don't know who this young man is.
This is public property and you just came out.
Aaron is in his face. Again, boom. Camera in this guy's face, almost touching him.
And interfered with our constitutionally protected speech on public.
And this guy is holding his hands up because he's demonstrating that he is not touching Aaron.
Property. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
My hands are up. Hey, Bob. Hey, is that Bob the builder?
Okay, so in neither of those cases right there, did the Scientologist hurl water in the air toward any of the protesters. They literally tip the buckets over onto the ground. Okay? I just want that demonstrated. This is very important because what Aaron claims is that they threw it on them. Nobody threw, as you can see, here's him talking to a rando. They come out a couple more times, but we need to see. Okay. Now, they've had a few rounds here. Okay? I'm going to take myself off the screen, but you guys can still see me because I want you guys to see the whole thing. Nope, definitely not Scientology's side, honey. This is taking women's side. 49ers fan for life. This is taking women's side. Okay? He is a prolific abuser of women. He is a danger to this movement, and he is not an appropriate spokesperson for people who are survivors of a high control group. Period. Period. Okay. So here we go. Aaron has put himself in position. He's waiting for them to come out. He's got the chalk in his hand.
You see him? Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's get ready to party, baby.
Let's get ready to party, baby. That's what he said at the end of the video about Liz yesterday, remember? I'm out of jail. I've got a ton of free time on my hands. Let's party. Because he enjoys hurting people. This is my point. He enjoys hurting people. So now the Scientologists have gotten even more ridiculous. The buckets weren't enough. So now we're going to fill up wheelbarrows. This is such a waste of water in a drought during the summer. This is disgusting. This is what I'm disgusted with. Okay. So
let's get ready to.
Now he has it in his hand. It's right there. That's Aaron with the chalk in his hand, ready to disperse it. With both hands, not a hand inside to grab a handful and foof it. No.
Party.
Let's party. Now, there are no visible tears in this bag. It's intact. The bag is intact.
Jamie.
I got you, by the way.
Yeah. Jamie, make sure I'm in the shot.
Let's get ready to party, baby.
Okay. Now, where are they standing, guys? Are they coming towards Aaron aggressively? Are they in any way moving toward Aaron Smith-Levin? No.
Come on, bringing it.
Bring it. Okay. Here comes the first one. It's poured where, guys? On the steps, approximately 10 feet from Aaron.
Bring it.
That's just, another one. Water on the ground moving towards him. Is that being poured on you? Or is it being poured on the ground and flowing towards you?
Bring it.
Okay.
Oh, it's just going to hit our water barrier, you losers.
So, okay. So it makes a pool of water. So now they've dumped out the wheelbarrows.
Yeah.
Here comes this guy. Now, Aaron, let's rewind that. Let's rewind that. Who moves first towards the person that he ends up throwing it on? Does
you see
that
him?
guy
Here we
move
go.
towards Aaron, or does Aaron move
Let's get
towards
ready
him?
to party, baby. Let's get ready to party. Jamie.
I got you, by the way.
Let's get ready to party, baby.
Let's get ready to party,
Come on,
baby.
Bring it. Bring it.
Wheelbarrows
Bring it.
deployed.
Oh.
So Aaron turns back, talks to Jamie, is now going to make fun of these guys. Okay.
It's just going to hit our water barrier.
Now he sees that the gentleman over here is walking towards this side of the stairway. Okay. Is this guy looking at Aaron? Maybe, but he's not walking towards Aaron.
Losers.
He looks back at Cheryl. Cheryl's over there. Now, Aaron takes a step towards this guy before he's even off of the steps.
Yeah.
Aaron is walking towards him. This man is just going down the stairs.
Here you go.
3. Okay, so that guy threw the water where? He threw it on the ground, and Aaron put his foot into the path of that water. Literally took a big-ass step. There's one foof. He shook it. Now we're going to slow it down. I'm going to slow this down. And can I zoom in? Let me see. I want to make this bigger for you guys. It's not bigger. If this were my touchscreen, I could do it. I can't. Oh, I know how I can do it. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Nope. Okay. That's as big as that's going to go. Okay, let me. And there it is again, guys. There it is again. Him throwing that directly on that person. A huge amount of that powder out of that bag. And now it's leaking out. Jamie wants to reassure him. He got everybody in it, bud. Got everybody in there. Got everybody in it. Got all the evidence. Okay? Got all the evidence. Okay? That is not something that someone does when they are a responsible, law-abiding citizen who is trying. What the fuck does that accomplish in telling people, especially that guy who he's encountering, hey, I'm here to help you. I'm the president and founder of a foundation that's here to help people get out of Scientology. I like people. It says none of that. None of that. Okay? None of that. None. Oh, still got Liz. Still got Liz's video up. I think you should take it down. We know you're in your back end right now. Take it down. Okay, so then he got arrested. Then he doesn't stop. He's out here dressed like Danny Masterson again. And he's still a thing. No. And then, hi, go see them. Toby, go see. Sorry. Oh, here they are again. More relationship stuff. More relationship stuff. More using his relationship to protest. We're just going to talk about Jenna now. Here she is on a news thing. Okay. Shelly Miscavige. We're talking about this. Yeah, unfortunately, guy, the You're Killing Me Smalls guy is a Scientologist guy. This lady, he got a restraining order on that lady because she showed up. He didn't remember who Kim Ford was because he didn't ever know her or work with her. And then protesting Scientology the right way. Oh, here we are again, doing more relationship content, doing more shit. There's this Blue Ridge Speaks psycho who's out there just, with her own fucking Reddit thread. Whoopity-doo. That lady is wild AF. Oh, here's a whole party of people. Here's Kelly. Here's Jenna. Look at us. We're all here. Let's make content. There's Marilyn. Oh, there's Jenna. Another Jenna. Let's do more content together. Oh, she was lying the whole time. Oh, what? SPTV Foundation is approved. He didn't post this on the SPTV Foundation YouTube page. Here we go. This is the day that the second incident happened and that revoked his bond. Okay. Oh, there we go. October 10th. She was just out there. Here we go. More Jenna's out there. We're going to talk about, the story I broke 3 years ago. That's fine. As if he just made it up. Was going to try and get these guys arrested for wearing masks. Blah, 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 blah. There was one he took down. It was like getting married with Jenna Miscavige. I'll have to find it. It's a ridiculous thumbnail. It was total clickbait. And then this is Jenna covering for Aaron's ass. This is the video he made literally the day before he was put in jail for 22 days. Okay. And then he was in jail. He's calling in live from jail, not really per the rules. And then Jenna asked for these things to be taken down and he wouldn't take it down. And he still has all that content up because, it's money. 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 Okay. It's the same story in his video section. Okay. It's the same story in his video section where he just recaps. Oh no, look at, he loves. Yeah. And this is the one that Jenna was talking about where Marissa asked him to take this video down because he did a whole boys will be boys and then used my face as the thumbnail. Justified cheating and being a philanderer with Marissa using my face as the thumbnail because, that makes total sense. First of all, I'm not a philanderer. I don't do that. Oh, infiltrating the anti-Scientology movement. Accurate. This is the one that I can't believe he actually kept this up. This is the one where he told the entire world to not use.
I was like, man, I want to have.
Look at this one. Where is it? Doesn't he pick up his phone at that point? But this is the one where he literally, let's see.
You were like intentionally. One thing really has nothing to do with this community. I'm just okay. We'll talk about. I'll explain to you what I mean. You have the photograph of the wrong guy. I don't know that you know if that's true.
So this is where he's trying to tell Scott that he doesn't know who 86 GOP is.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
The live streams. Who got a needle? I haven't heard.
Fix.
Never. Because I wasn't there.
Appears with other streamers.
We weren't in line.
And it could be
Starting to respond to people.
a problem when 86 started trying to.
This would have been too, and they probably back going. So does Aaron
Get it out,
support
man.
86? No, listen.
No, it's
someone in the chat.
Hey, it's good.
So does
man.
Aaron
This is
support
good.
supporters financially of the protesters? You know, like
That actor.
question anyone you want. He doesn't even go on my live chats
You get a
anymore.
little worked up over here.
Is somehow a bad guy, and
I'm just saying that the common denominator is Ellie. You know, and people have been saying some of the
answer to people go, how many people have you helped lead Aftermath Foundation for the last 6 years? We're not reinventing the wheel. We're not doing something brand new. It's the exact same thing. Okay. Now, when I was running the Aftermath Foundation for 5 or 6 years, my answer to people go, how many people have you helped leave? I say, you know what? Every single week, we are helping people who are leaving Scientology or have already left Scientology.
Every single week, guys. This is a claim that he made on June 15th of 2024. Every single week, they are helping people to leave or people who have left to, be successful in life, who he has been rumored to talk shit about because they have the gall to ask for the help that he's actually offering.
And beyond that, we do not give numbers. We're always happy to, the financial.
We just tell you that every week it's happening.
Records are released annually. I did just say that we've raised about $50,000 since. The incorporation date was January. I don't think was it March? It was.
They raised 50 grand
around March that I think we started raising money with police and even the FBI to get them the travel documents so they can get home. Someone needs to get back to the country.
And that's so through that. No, I mean, this is
here we go.
Like someone who actually wants so they can get home. Someone needs to get back to the country.
And that's so through that phone number, someone is going to answer that, and then
no, the phone number's just there because
no. Scott asks, is someone going to answer the phone number? No.
People like to talk about a phone number.
The phone number is just there because people like to talk about a phone number.
Like someone who actually wants help escaping is not going to use the phone number. It's okay.
Someone who wants help escaping is not going to use the phone number.
They do. It's not. By the way, because you guys put the phone number everywhere, we're just inundated with tons of spam phone calls.
Yeah, because you guys have been talking about it for months now, promoting it everywhere, trying to encourage people to get help from your alleged foundation. We're just getting a bunch of spam calls. But wait, it gets worse.
So go ahead and use the phone number. No, people are going to contact.
No, I mean, this is, I like you say this.
People use email.
People use email. For people who don't have access to the internet or haven't ever created an email are not going to use an email to contact you. The majority of fake Space Navy members do not have access to email. So, yeah.
Okay. People use email. And
would you
yes,
prefer?
We're not answering
protesters.
We're not. No, I think it's funny as hell for you guys to put the phone number out there.
I think it's funny as hell for you to put the phone number for my foundation that's absolutely legitimate and is absolutely helping people every week. But stop promoting it.
But we just get
I'm just curious.
Everyone's
been doing it. Everyone's been doing it, and we've all just kind of blindly been doing it. So I tell you yesterday, I was just like, fuck, I need to ask these questions because I'm blindly fucking doing it too.
It gets worse here in a second, guys.
And like, is there even somebody answering the fucking phone calls?
It's
What
a
are they
it's a
doing?
voicemail,
Here,
and
It's a voicemail and
ready to go?
it's a voicemail. It's a voicemail, and even for the Aftermath Foundation, it was a voicemail for the entire time I was running the place. I do believe they've started having someone answer the phone. It's a total waste of time.
yeah. Who wants to talk to a person when you're scared for your life and you're reaching out for the very first time to possibly escape a horrifically dangerous mind control cult, that you've sacrificed your life to? And yeah, I would much rather just leave a voicemail on a random number with no thought at all that this could be a total setup and I'm going to get even more punishment. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like somebody who really cares about people, who really has the best of intentions to help the people that he claims to be helping weekly, to get that assistance. Yeah. Guys, this is his channel. He kept this up.
So you guys can put out the phone number if you want. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I'd rather you guys put out the email address, to be honest. It's easier to scan through
He's looking at the comments. He thinks it's hilarious that people are pissed.
spam emails than it is spam voicemails from all across the country.
Yeah.
That rings.
Well, I'm glad we
Oh, where's it ringing to, Aaron? Where does the phone number ring to?
got
my-
clarification
that rings
on that.
to my damn cell phone, okay?
So let's get this straight. Aaron has set up a number that we can all find right now on the SPTV Foundation website. We'll just go. We'll do it live. SPTV Foundation. Okay. This is their website. Get help. Oh, what's that? Is that a phone number? So this number, first of all, Aaron has told us, don't call it. We get too many spam calls. It's a voicemail. It rings to his cell phone. Why doesn't he want people to call? Because he doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to answer the phone and talk to people about their actual problems. He wants to read an email that he'll skim, and then after making his godlike decision as to the worthiness of the person contacting them, may or may not respond back to them in any form of timely manner, and then may never help that person because maybe it's spam. Maybe it's spam. Yeah. For the people who blindly supported him after he was summarily kicked off of the Aftermath Foundation for blow and hookers in fucking Colombia and for, Juliana in Los Angeles, this is what you got. This is what you got. Okay? It's not pretty. You got to give out all this information. Oh, this is the email. Which one am I supposed to email, Aaron? Contact or volunteer? Which one? Okay. And of course, Jenna will still remain right here on the website. George isn't going anywhere. George is in it to win it, man. So's Nat. She's part of it. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So that's on his channel, guys. This is a video, as you can see. This is his channel. He thinks this is fine. He thinks that is fine. It's not fraudulent in his mind. It's not misleading, deceptive, harmful. It doesn't make the foundation appear to be completely illegitimate in his mind. It's fine. And who answers a phone at a charity? That's crazy. That sounds excessive. That's just wild. Remove this video, Aaron. I think you should take it fucking down. He won't do it because he likes to harm women. That's his pattern. Lindsay told her story over a year ago of the 4 years of Darvo and narcissistic abuse and physical abuse and a forced abortion that she suffered at the hands of Aaron Smith-Levin. Yesterday, he thought it was casual, Sunday rather, he thought it was casual Sunday, just going to drop a bomb about, someone else's private HIPAA information with no emotion or empathy or love, while repeating hypnotically over and over for his followers, I'm a good boyfriend. I'm loving, caring, and kind. I have a close circle of friends who will do absolutely everything for me. Okay. I will welcome freely an open discussion. Go for it, Marilyn. Go for it, Rabbit. Go for it, Kellycopter. Go for it, Natalie. Go for it, Feral Cheryl. All of these women meet shields that he uses until he has no use for them and then throws them away like a fucking, Kleenex after a solo session. Okay? That's what he thinks about women. He does not like successful women. I pointed that out in my response to his bullshit yesterday. Jenna is way more successful on social media than he has been in the last decade. And she's put out like a 10th of the content. Why? Because much like the Aftermath Foundation, she has name recognition. That's how the fucking human mind and advertising and marketing in society works. It's not an attack on your existence, Aaron. It's just facts. Your last name isn't Miscavige. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Okay? And as long as these women keep propping up a self-admitted physical abuser of women, I don't know what to tell you, ladies. You are creating and contributing to a monster's abusive pattern. That is what you're doing. Every single time. You are allowing this man. You've now cutified him. Put a fucking superhero cape on him. Oh, he's a saint. He's like Nelson Mandela. He will pick another victim. There will be another woman. There may already be another woman. Okay? Because that is his pattern. He admitted on a live stream with me that it was absolutely him and that he threw Juliana into the wall. He admitted twice on his own live stream that he put hands on Jenna. He has admitted to being physical with Lindsay. He doesn't even deny it. This is not me making shit up out of school. These are Aaron Smith-Levin's words. Okay? This is not about me versus Aaron, guys. Okay? This is about me, Nora Ames, as a woman who has been verbally and mentally abused by this horrific person, standing up for myself and all other women that he has abused over the last 30 years because I want to. And because the truth about him needs to be known in the same passionate, unabashedly truthful way that the truth about Scientology should be known, that the truth about Mike Rinder should be known, about Marty Rathman, about fucking David Miscavige, about Lafayette Ronald Hubbard. Okay? Because guess what? I didn't set him up to attack anybody. He's the one that's threatening to do that, Firehorse. He is the one. Aaron is actively threatening, not just with that video, he's actively threatening to come further. He said it at the end of the video that he is going to continue to talk about Liz Gale's husband and try to literally destroy this man for no reason. A man who's never spoken with him, a man who doesn't know him, a man who's never been part of any form of Scientology protesting. All because Liz Gale said that he had great hair. He's a good man and he works hard. And he lives with her in the same bed and takes care of his children. Like literally, that's, again, stop blaming the whistleblower. Stop blaming women and people who are brave enough to stand up to a narcissistic sociopath, a master of Darvo, and stop like propping up abusers. What the fuck is wrong with people? When are we going to stop, giving a fucking superhero cape to abusers, okay? And start standing up to them. Oh, okay, you're talking about his fight. Okay, I thought you were talking about me. See, guys, it's okay. I apologize. But I still say the same thing. Yeah. Natalie, Cheryl, Kelly, Marilyn, Rabbit. Stop propping up an abuser. The bare minimum, ladies, is stop making content with him. And stop doing anything to prop him up as anything but what he is. A prolific, self-confessed abuser of women. Okay? No, Aaron will never apologize. Even in the video he made after he cheated on Jenna publicly with Lindsay, he said he was apologetic. He was apologetic. No, he never apologizes. He never takes responsibility. Never. Yeah. People use email because people in a crisis don't dial 911, right? Let me quickly email 911. I'm being stabbed. Like, what? What? Yeah. Yeah, it's completely ridiculous. Okay, we're going to share some other stuff here right now, okay? Just to remind the world that in his final hours, Michael J. Rinder, okay, took to YouTube to record literal deathbed videos with the only intention of warning the world about the dangers of Aaron Smith-Levin. 7 videos. 7 videos. Let's dive in. Now, trigger warning. At the time that Mike Rinder made these videos, he was actively dying.
Hi there, everyone.
In terrible health. And it is very shocking. His cancer came back very, very rough. I didn't recognize him for like the first 5 minutes of watching this. I am going to speed this video up because he actually sounds quasi-normal at a higher speed. We'll play a little bit of it regular so you guys can hear. This is how much in poor health Mike Rinder was. But this is how important he thought it was to dedicate some of the few precious moments he had left to putting this very truthful, surprisingly from Mike Rinder, warning out about Aaron.
Thanks for tuning in and taking the time to watch this video. The last 18 months have been a roller coaster ride that has had, typical of anybody's cancer journey, a lot of ups and downs. I have tried.
See, if I put him faster, he sounds normal. It's just a lot of labored breathing in this video.
Give some updates along the way, mostly on the positive side when things were going well, so as not to create too much alarm or worry in people that they shouldn't really have to bear.
I'm just going to fast forward here.
But at this stage, I have exhausted the efficacy of 2. Part of that for me is that I have never been someone who has backed off from bullies or haters or those who seek. So I am doing a series of videos here to try and set forth some truths. I know that there are plenty of people out there that will just dismiss this, say that this is just some sort of vendetta. Believe me, it's not. It's something I'm trying to do for my own good and for everybody else's good. Obviously, and from the very beginning, the Aftermath Show and then the Aftermath Foundation, that being a part of the Aftermath Show and then the Aftermath,
here we go,
with a lot of what has happened with Aaron Smith-Levin. Aaron Smith-Levin is someone who came into this world of the ex-Scientology community and grabbed onto the credibility that being a part of the Aftermath Show and then the Aftermath Foundation gave him. Excuse me. And from the very beginning, this started to create a lot of problems. The problems with Aaron didn't begin in November of 2023. Mm-hmm. They began way before that. And those problems were things that related to primarily his personal life. And none of us on the board of the Aftermath Foundation, who were all friends with Aaron, wanted to make his personal life the issue of his participation in the board.
Okay, I don't know if that's true or not, but like that's a nice sentiment that they weren't trying to dish on his personal life. Like they weren't trying to blackmail him, in other words, right?
In fact, he was constantly reminding us
I'll
that
be right back, guys.
It's a very Scientological thing to judge someone based on their personal life. That is not how society is today, and not how, quote, normal people act. But the litany of things that happened over the beginning stages of the ultimate breakup are problematic, or were problematic, because they were very public and were very antithetical to the goals and purposes of the Aftermath Foundation. It began, I guess, with the email that the board received from someone who had discovered the activities that Aaron had engaged in when he went on a coke-fueled sex worker binge to Colombia. Rather than being embarrassed or concerned about it, Mark Headley, Aaron, me, and one other guy were working at the time on a project for Mark's company at a Toyota plant in Mississippi. And the night that email came in, the next morning, Aaron walked in and announced to the three of us, "Here I am, a king of cocaine and hookers in Colombia," like he was proud of it. He took a trip to China to visit with Nathan Rich and his girlfriend, a Chinese woman. And when he came home, he told us the story of how he had gotten so blackout drunk at the apartment of Nathan's girlfriend's family that he, quote, lost 3 days of his life. He had no idea what happened. And he told us that proudly. And it was like, Aaron, what are you going to do next? Well, we next had a problem because now he was promoting himself as the vice president of the Aftermath Foundation. He was the only person on the board who constantly used that title for himself. And it became a big problem for the tax-exempt status of the Aftermath Foundation because he was raising money for himself personally on the basis of his association with the foundation. And that is by definition innumerable and disqualifies an organization from maintaining its tax-exempt status. We had to tell Aaron that he had to stop doing that. It was another indicator of his lack of understanding and judgment when it came to what was good for the foundation. Also during this time, Leah and I had wholeheartedly supported his effort to run for the City Council of Clearwater. But in the midst of that, he got involved in 2 drunken altercations at 2 separate bars in Clearwater. And there were police reports that were written about it. And the Tampa Bay Times got those police reports. And I went to bat for Aaron to try and prevent that story from being too scandalous. The best I could do was tell them that the only thing that they could print was based on the police reports, not based on the other things that they had heard, including the trip to Colombia and the rumors that Aaron was having sex in the back of a pickup truck at the Cigar Cave in Clearwater. That article came out. He didn't win election, not a big surprise. But once again, it was the idea that his judgment was so poor that he couldn't understand that this would have a negative effect. Mark Headley and me and Christy and Claire had to take his keys away in other drunken incidents where he was insisting on driving. We would drive him home, drive his truck home, hide his keys. And we were all worried that Aaron was going to get himself in really deep trouble. We forewarned him that Osa was watching him every step of the way. Stupidly, he thought that he was somehow above all that, that it didn't really matter, didn't really have any importance. And later on would even say, well, if I'd only known that Osa X, Y, and Z, he knew full well. The biggest problem that we had, though, was we all had a very deep friendship with Heather and his daughters, and we didn't want to hurt them. We didn't want to be the ones that were announcing anything about his personal life. We considered that that was between them. And Aaron did everything he could to cover that up from us, the best he possibly could. We went on a cruise with them in March of 2023, and Aaron was all lovey-dovey over Heather and pretending that he and Heather had a perfect relationship. And none of us thought that it was our job or business to disclose details or provide any kind of bad news or things that would be hurtful to them. And we ended up doing and saying nothing. Heather later would lament the fact that she had only discovered details of what had been going on when Aaron did a video, and she watched as 80,000 other people were also finding out about the details of his, quote, open marriage. Unfortunately, Heather became completely cowed. She showed up at our door one day with a Microrinda bobblehead, saying she could no longer have this in her house. And at this point, sadly, she has become perhaps Aaron's greatest enabler by acquiescing to whatever he says about their relationship. And it's a very sad thing for all of us to watch that happen. Oh, there was one other thing that was really, really important in this saga. Aaron had become the intake person for the Aftermath Foundation when people reached out to the foundation. And we discovered that he had been unilaterally rejecting people without informing other people on the board. He had also been taking people who reached out to the foundation and using them as a means of getting content for his videos. Reese Quibble was someone who reached out to the foundation. Aaron never reported anything about it and started using her as a source of inside information into Scientology until he doxed her. I'm not going to go into anything further at this point. I'm going to address the ultimate incident in Los Angeles in the next video. I thank you for taking the time to watch this. I hope you watch all of the videos in the series. I think that it is important. I think it's really important that people know the truth, and at least that some people can prevent themselves from being harmed by what I know to be a source of problems. And
a source of problems. A source of problems. So you guys heard that from Mike Rinder. You know, and he's trying to put this warning out. He thought, you know, like, I'll do this and, you know, we'll get it going. Let's go to part 2. Sorry, guys. I am so out of breath.
Back again for part 2. This is my effort to bring some truth and facts into the world and hopefully protect others while unburdening some of the toxicity that is within me. The infamous Los Angeles incident with Aaron Smith-Levin that happened toward the end of May of last year, where he engaged in a relationship, again with a woman who had reached out to the Aftermath Foundation for help.
Interesting.
And rather than giving her help, he used her as a sexual conquest to have a drug and sex encounter with her while he was in LA.
Those are things I believe. I don't know if Aaron admitted to that publicly or not, of taking recreational drugs as well as being drunk. So, yeah.
Rather bizarrely, he was staying in a room that had been arranged for him by the Masterson Jane Doe 1 victim.
So he's staying in a hotel room arranged for him by one of the Jane Doe victims. Let's get it all out here, Mike.
The video that came out at the time was quite scary.
I will not be playing that video of Juliana and Aaron trying to wrestle for the phone. You can find that on the internet.
The subsequent video that came out showing how he pushed the woman into a concrete wall was even scarier.
Yeah. Which Aaron self-admitted that he threw her into the wall.
Aaron's reaction to that was to be upset that nobody from the foundation had contacted him to find out if he was okay. It was the final straw, and all the members of the board asked Aaron to voluntarily resign. That this was not a circumstance that we could continue to operate on. We were worried about whatever the next thing might be. It could be worse.
Cuddly flu.
And
thank you.
He agreed at that point.
Okay, so let's get that straight. They asked him to voluntarily resign, and he agreed.
To resign, but begged us to give him 6 months of leeway so that nobody would be able to connect his departure from the Aftermath board to the incident that had happened in LA.
Okay, so he wanted a buffer zone so that this would blow over before he could just be like, guys, I'm moving on to something else.
We agreed to give him a grace period of 3 months, and that we would not say anything or do anything in that time that would in any way damage his reputation. At some point along the line, Aaron then started saying that what hurt him so much about this whole thing was that apparently one of his best friends in the whole world had as a dying wish that he be destroyed. I'm just going to tell you, the only reason that I, and I assume the other people too, wanted him off the board was to protect the Aftermath Foundation.
So Mike is saying that it's not his dying wish for Aaron to be destroyed. And in this series of videos, he never said that. He said he was putting a warning out so that people wouldn't get harmed by him anymore.
It was not a vindictive act toward Aaron. It was an act to attempt to protect the foundation and its good name and reputation. Aaron became increasingly abusive toward Claire Headley, Amy Scooby, and Christy.
Oh, wait a minute. What do those three people have in common? They're women. Amy, Claire, and Christy. Thank you for becoming a member again already. 3 more women. You can't call me. Well, I ran downstairs, guys. I had to handle my bread. And, yeah. You can't call me. You can call me, Liz. You want to come on up? Yeah. So okay. 3 more women. 3 more women that he just started abusing.
And this was another thing that was intolerable to me.
Maybe Steffi.
Shortly after agreeing to step down in 3 months, like a few days after that happened, Aaron then did an unsolicited fundraising campaign for my cancer.
Make note of that. When it was announced that Mike had cancer, Aaron went on and did a live stream and did a fundraiser, which tens of thousands of dollars was raised for Mike Rinder. Oh, thank you for that super sticker. That is very kind. Thank you.
He based the information that he used in that campaign on a private text that was not even directed to him. But nevertheless, he did that in order to try and curry favor with me and the rest of the board. And I must say, I was very appreciative of what he had done. I was very appreciative of the outpouring of love and support for people. But it wasn't done with a pure motive. It was done to try to influence how we all felt about Aaron. And it saddens me to know that that was actually what was going on. Christy and I were as gracious as we could possibly be.
I'm pausing this. Alex, stand up. Make the video. Let your truth out, my friend. Let your hair down. Okay? Or don't. It's up to you, hon. But there's no, why not? Because I'm sure you have plenty of recipients for Aaron's behavior, and this is about his actions and his behavior, not about my personal opinion of him. Okay? And this right here, I mean, who does that? Again, it was about Aaron. It wasn't about Mike. It's always about him. He can't have his channel take a break for 22 days while he's in jail. Why? Because it's about him. It has to be about him. Can't even raise money for a guy who's kicking him off the board. Who gives a fuck? To help his family pay for a fuck ton of cancer treatment. Right? And then remember later how he told everybody that Mike didn't really have cancer? Look at this man. That is not a person who is not suffering and dying from cancer. Okay?
In response, we tried to thank every single person who helped. I was not in a good shape right at that moment. Christy did a post on my blog thanking Aaron, but he later complained that I never called him and thanked him for having done that.
Can you imagine? If you're doing something because you're like, this is the right thing to do, this is this is what matters. Oh, thank you, Steffi. No matter what I think of Rinder, I hope his kids are living their best cult-free lives, and I sure hope Aaron's kids survive all this. It should be about the kids. Amen. Amen, brother. Amen. Alex, I get your trepidation. And this is a partial diversion from laser focus on Scientology, but also not, in my opinion. Because Aaron Smith-Levin is the first person who comes up when anyone Googles Scientology. And he is the exact opposite of what should be representing the ex-Scientology, what happens when you leave a cult. He should in no way, shape, or form be an example of that. He's an example of a person who's still practicing Scientology on everyone around him. That's all I'm saying, Alex. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for your super chat. I will keep handling the trolls. And if you guys want to subscribe, thank you for subscribing, Penelope, to Apostate Alex. Go on over there, give him a subscribe. He's doing great work in England. Great work in England.
That's really all.
Okay, so that's it on that one. Let's go back here. Let me get rid of that one. So, that was the one we just did. Where's these? Somehow these got like out of order on his page. I still don't understand how that happened. Here we go.
Hi there. Back again now for part 3. In my series of YouTube videos to try and get rid of this toxicity and help perhaps others from being subjected to the same sort of thing once they find out the real truth.
So this is him talking about
took issue with how he had
here we go.
handled that hearing. And Aaron was actually doing and saying what he was being told to do and say by Jane Doe 1, who she and the other.
I have to depart. Marty McFly, you're wanted for murder in Ohio, and the feds have the info. I have gotten scam texts. I have gotten scam calls. I have not gotten a scam chat yet. This is a first breaking news, and they have my fingerprints. Not my fingerprints, Marty. Did they go 75 to get those fingerprints, Marty? My fingerprint. I have never even set foot in this great state of Ohio. But skibbity toilet riz, Marty. Skibbity toilet riz. All right, here we go.
And Chrissy Bixler were very down on Granberry. And Aaron made a video that was something that didn't need to be done to trash someone who was on the same side of this fight. Whether Granberry was good or bad, a public video trashing him for something that he did on a case that was not even the case of the Jane Does, but was the case that was being pursued by Val Haney. We had, at the Aftermath Foundation, been required to
thank you, 88 miles per hour.
Include articles or bylaws with certain stipulations by the state of Florida, and I think other states do. And we had enacted those changes, and this was something that was immediately, obviously, in violation of that. Now, just to back up a bit.
Thank you, Meredith. Thank you for the super chat. I support you as a woman.
And Aaron is continuing to refuse to voluntarily step down. He became...
Okay, so again, Mike's reiterating that they asked him to voluntarily step down, and he literally is like, make me.
Increasingly difficult, combative. He created a huge stink about where the Serge Obolinski video should be released, claiming that it should go on his YouTube channel, when he really had absolutely nothing to do with Serge the whole time. That was all Mark and Claire Headley. And the attitude that he had was that he was still on the board, so therefore he still had a say. And not only did he have a say, he was the vice president, so his say was more important than anybody else's.
Firehorse, cuddly floof. Yes, please hit the
At
like.
the point that Granberry responded to that email, responded to that YouTube video with an email threatening legal action against Aaron, and by reason of it being Aaron, also the board.
Okay, so because Aaron said slanderous, defamation type shit about a lawyer, that person as a lawyer was like, I'm going to fucking sue your asses. And because Aaron was the vice president of this board, he goes, I'm going to fucking sue the board because he's a representative of your board. Because again, this is not my opinion. These are facts. FACTS. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Okay, Gen X, you go do you. Let's go here. Okay. These are the 4 remaining people on the board. We're just going to focus on Aaron. Now, let's pick a charity, guys. Somebody pick a charity. I don't know. The worldwide. Okay, we're going to go to the world. Oh, for fuck's sake, Nora. Wildlife. The World Wildlife Fund. Okay. Here we go. It's the one with the little panda. Okay. We're going to go to this. We're going to go to this website. Okay. And we're going to scroll down. Here's our mission. Here's all these things. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. We're going to go to the Who We Are section. Who we are. Okay. Oh, let's go to the leadership. Okay. I would get a better picture, sir. But that's okay. Carter Roberts. Now, look at all these people. Here's all the people. Okay. Now, when I click on any one of these people, we'll just go with this. Let's go with this beautiful lady here. Okay. Renee Johnson. Here's a picture of Renee. We're still on the World Wildlife Foundation website. It's going to tell us all about, she's in human resources. Here's her resume. Here's all the things. She was at Booz Allen. She's got an impressive resume. Now, when I go to the SPTV Foundation, okay, this is the section, our team, similar section. What happens when I click on Aaron Smith-Levin? I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, now there's a new tab. Oh, it opened up his fucking YouTube. Legally, that is connecting his YouTube channel to his foundation. Okay? That means that the things that he says on his foundation, this is logic, guys. This is logic. The things that he says on his channel, slander and defamation, is a direct representation of him as the president of the foundation. That is not my decision. That is what he did. Natalie's, same thing. Links to Life After a Cult.
What?
That's her thing. What is this link to? It goes to Jenna's YouTube. What is this link to? It goes to George's YouTube. Every single one of these YouTubes is a personal profit. It is their business or side hustle or whatever the fuck you want to call it that is directly linked to a nonprofit. Okay? I don't know. That seems like a legal, not legal, maybe gray area. But when you go to any other foundation and you click on one of the people that works there or is on the board, it stays there and you find out about that person and why they are a part of that foundation, right? See, we're still on the website. We'll go back. Who's Roberto? Here he is. Does it go to his Insta? Does it go to his fucking TikTok? No. It goes to this website that you're still on to tell you about this person and why he's there. It's not a personal promotion magnet. Okay, let me go back. It's not a personal promotion magnet for their own job. Okay? So why would Mike Rinder be concerned that Graham Berry could sue him and the board of the Aftermath? Because Aaron put them in the same boat. That's why he had to go. Because he crossed a line with his content on his channel like this one. So, the president of a charitable foundation, okay, has made a slanderous, defaming video about a Scientology survivor's husband. And at the end of that said video, threatens to double, triple, quadruple down, let's party, about doing more of that type of content. So when I say to all of you, the reason why I am speaking out about this person, despite the fact that he took the hate video about Jenna down and she took hers down and they're like, kumbaya, y'all, that's between the two of them. Okay? This man is a dangerous human being who has a self-admitted history of abuse towards women and is currently abusing this woman and her husband. And has kept all his other documented abuse up because he thinks that's totally fine. And the women who are being used as human meat shields by this perpetrator, okay, Marilyn, Natalie, Rabbit, Kelly Copter, Cheryl, need to stand up for women and stop fluffing up and cutifying a literal self-admitted abuser of women. He is married for 23 years. He refuses to divorce his wife while fornicating with no protection. We don't even know the number of women. Has impregnated 2 of those women because he refuses to wrap it up. And, doesn't even understand what that means, the difference between the morning after pill, which he should just get a fucking membership of at this point and hand that shit out like Tic Tacs, or go get a vasectomy, and having an abortion. This man has fathered 3 children on purpose and still doesn't understand how a woman's body works, but wants to tell me what I can and can't talk about on the internet. Jesus Christ on a cracker. Okay. Let's get back to Mike.
Of the Aftermath Foundation. We just could no longer tolerate the erratic and random and unthought through actions that Aaron was taking. As I said before, he had become more and more abusive to the women on the board, and I really could not countenance this any longer. And I said that if we didn't vote to remove him, that I would resign.
Mike Rinder was laying down the hammer of Thor. Yeah, Jenna took her video down.
Because it was something that I felt very strongly about, protecting the reputation of the foundation, and that if the other members of the board weren't going to be in agreement with ripping the Band-Aid off and demanding that, or voting to remove him from the board, then I could no longer be a part of that. Even
you gotta love when the people come in just to downvote a stream. Just to downvote it. Guys, there's 605 people in the stream right now. Give the stream a like if you haven't already, and subscribe. We're going to keep talking about the truth.
He took that vote. And as a side note, Aaron later said, well, Ray Jeffrey wasn't at the board meeting. Who knows what he might have said? Well, the reason Ray Jeffrey was not at that board meeting was because one of his dear friends was in intensive care. He had taken him to the hospital at the very time that board meeting was happening. And Aaron knew full well what Ray's position was on this. He had written him a letter just a few days previously. Ray had been involved in the original vote to demand that Aaron resign.
See, there is no time in Aaron Smith-Levin's life where he has accepted responsibility for any of his actions, for any of his words, for any of the destruction that he has waged around him, with casual acquaintances, with friends, with lovers, with his family. Never. He will try to writhe and twist and, change it to fit his narrative. And the part that makes this difficult to get the truth out is that he has established over the last 10 years a full-blown cult. He has his own cult right now, where he is the master, and anyone who asks a question that is a little bit, like, hey, did you do this? Block, delete. How many people, put a 1 in the chat, guys. How many people asked, just a simple question, maybe put something positive in about Jenna or Liz Gale during those two salacious streams, and were summarily blocked, deleted, etc. from his chat by his, cult gatekeepers. Okay. Oh, fuck off, Thomas Mew Anderson. I'm actually kicking you out. I can't fucking stand you. Jesus Christ. I thought you were already blocked. This guy, I'm going to go on a side quest here for just a minute to address Mr. Thomas Mew Anderson. Here is a guy who never shows who he really is, because he doesn't have to, and sits and bitches about people who he doesn't know, he's never met, he's not gone through their trauma, but he's going to diagnose and tell everyone and tell women, just much like Aaron, that, he knows best for all of us. He knows best for all of us. Okay? Thomas Mew Anderson, as they say over on Reese's chat, fuck off into the forever. Okay? I don't give a fuck. Go make your 22 views on YouTube by putting my face in a thumbnail and then saying complete nonsense about me. You know nothing about me. You can't even do good research on the internet. And you take 2 words that I say and talk for 10 minutes about nothing that I was talking about. You are literally one of the dumbest, one of the most prolifically boring and just useless pieces of the internet that I have ever seen. Okay? So, bon chance to you, sir. You are cut off. Okay, as they say in Pitch Perfect. Okay, so a lot of people got blocked. Yeah. Now, in my chat, I can block whoever I want because that's my rules. And I don't want Thomas here because I don't like him. And he's an idiot, in my opinion. Okay. That's my purview. Now, my mods don't just slam people out because they ask a spicy question or whatever. My number one rule in my chat is don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. That's easy. Don't be a dick. And if you get a warning and then you continue that, you'll be kicked out. That's just the rules. I try to have like a good discourse in here. Okay, that's it. And if you can't participate in a good discourse, then you got to go. That's it. It's easy as that. Okay. Here we go. All right, back to Michael.
But nevertheless, we took that vote and we told Aaron, we're not going to say anything. We're not going to do anything. You can walk away without anybody having to hear anything about this.
Okay, again, they're going to let him leave essentially with a clean slate. They're not going to fucking do a hit piece on him. They're not pulling a Scientology. Okay? But what happened, Mike?
And then you're no longer on the board. You know, if they go look on the website. Aaron couldn't resist responding to that. In fact, right before Thanksgiving, he'd taken a trip to London. And from an Airbnb in London, he felt compelled to lash out with the first of the, they tricked me into being removed from the board.
And this was also the story that he tried to craft internally with his friends, with me at the time and everyone else that he was whining to, and really, really, really wanted us to be very mad, and Mike, Mark, and Claire, and Amy, and all them. And listen, I don't trust those people, besides Christy, for reasons that have nothing to do with Aaron Smith-Levin. It has to do, again, with what? Their own actions and words inside of the Church of Scientology. That's where my trust issues stem from. Not from the fact that, oh, did Aaron Smith-Levin get his fifis hurt because he couldn't get his pee-pee in his pants? No. Okay? I don't give a fuck about that. When I found out that Aaron was sleeping around on his wife, I told him in no uncertain terms, get a fucking divorce and move on with your life and stop being a philanderer. And he told me to go fuck myself. Okay? I said, look at me. I got a divorce because I'm fucking gay. And I wanted my ex-husband to have a good life and be loved the way he deserves to be loved. And I wanted to be loved in a relationship that I actually wanted to be touched in. Okay? And so we got divorced. We are still friends. Right? And we're both madly in love with our brand new spouses. See how fucking easy that is? See how easy that is? Instead of sleeping around and pretending that I'm married in a loving relationship and continuing to have sexual relations with my ex-husband, what the fuck? I would never. I don't even understand the mentality of that. I don't even understand the mentality of that.
By this phony claim that I understood that we weren't supposed to be criticizing others who were on the same side as us.
Right. This rule. You can't say negative things about people who are on the same side. No, actually you can. Actually you can. This person sitting above me in these deathbed confessions is telling the truth about Aaron Smith-Levin and his personal experience with Aaron Smith-Levin. Okay. This person also covered up Lisa McPherson's death. This person also covered up a lot of other fucking crimes. He also used the participants of the Aftermath show to cutify himself and give himself a fucking superhero cape. Okay? And I've talked exclusively about that. But it does not mean, despite my disdain for him and the actions that he did, this is the truth. More than one thing can be true at once. Okay? And if people don't like me, guys, here's the deal. Thomas Mew Anderson, I believe he actually doesn't like me. I'm pretty sure, hi, baby. I'm pretty sure that there are quite a number of people who do not like me inside the anti-Scientology cult, inside Scientology, and on the internet, wherever. That is okay. Oh, Tamara, I wish I had a great friend like you, Nora. Never let anyone tear you down. I will always stand with you. Keep up the great. Thank you for that super chat, and thank you for that sentiment. Let me just stop. I just put myself here for a minute. Here's the thing. Sorry, I just got a text message. I'm laughing. Oh, the thing is this. Truth is truth. Truth isn't always nice. It's not kittens and rainbows. It's not always what we want. Okay. But it exists. It is. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm responding to a text out loud. Okay. And in this instance, the truth, there's another child arriving. You guys, it is, I just want to, you can't see. It is 4:54 p.m. At 4:30, it is pitch black. It looks like midnight outside here. Okay, it's insane here in Oregon right now. So what I want to say, let me just focus here. Go say hi. Go say hi, Bubba's. Yes, thank you. And thank you guys for all the compliments here. I have a lazy eye. I have a lazy, what? Oh God. I do? Oh no. I'm gonna have to get that checked out. I'll go to, guys, I wear glasses. I'll talk to the eye doctor. I have a lazy eye? Jesus Christ. Why has nobody told me? I'm getting so many text messages right now. Sorry. Telling the truth is not easy. Telling the truth is not popular, and it is not always in your best interest. And by that, I mean, it doesn't always make you popular. It doesn't always boost your image. Okay. The things that I have said about Mike Rinder that are true causes everyone on the, SPTV Unvarnished Reddit. They're just like, she's evil. She doesn't like Mike Rinder. And it's like, yeah, I don't. That's a fact. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rox. And yeah. And that's okay. I'm willing to stand in that truth. I'm willing to be the cheese stands alone in the farmer and the Dell. And that's fine. Okay. Because ultimately, guys, I love making content. I love talking to you guys on the internet. I love getting the truth out about Scientology. I love doing my lesbian trad wives bit on the TikToks and my other channel and trying to make everybody laugh and all this other stuff. Okay. But if I had to, let's put it this way. If I had to walk away from YouTube because my channel got struck or whatever, I'm going to survive. I will survive. This is not my life in totality, right? I am very happily married to a beautiful woman who I cannot express enough gratitude for on a daily basis. Okay. And I have 4 beautiful children who are my heart. And that is my life. And I have this little guy right here. You guys can't see Toby, one of my 2 dogs. That's my life. And the friends that I go to dinner with and the people that I meet, the people who know me at my local Starbucks because, we've talked so many times and we share stories and they've seen my kids literally grow up. Being here and telling this truth is important because Scientology is an evil, evil, evil organization that was founded by an evil man that was propped up with stolen money, stolen time, stolen lives, and continues to this day because of another evil man who took it over. Anyone who continues that behavior towards other people, whether they were Scientologists or not, and especially for the people who were brave enough to leave Scientology and speak out about it, will never be safe from me telling the truth about them. Okay? Never be safe from me telling the truth about them. That should not be tolerated by anyone who is a cult survivor. We should never prop up anyone who is continuing the cycle of abuse against fellow survivors, ever. Oh, Cuddly Floof, thank you. Just for the great folks, there you go. All the Greeks do love food. This is very true. I love food. I love making food. I've got a crock pot full of stew that's been cooking all day. I'm about to serve up for my fam bam. Steffi, I bet you thought you'd never be doing this while on the RPF. You shout anything. Oh, that disappeared. Out to the world for everyone to listen. No, this is not something I thought was a real thing. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay. We'll do some more. Guys, listen, we've been going 3.5 hours. I got to finish up the crockpot dinner and my rolls. I've made some more Scottish morning rolls. They seem to be a hit. Hey, Laura. Yes. And listen, guys, if you're not subscribed to Laura Anderson, please give her a subscribe. She is going pretty much daily, along with Audit, who just texted me, to go protest, to go speak out at the public works meetings. And she's doing a fucking incredible job. I just want to give her some kudos here for standing up for all Scientology survivors. And she does it with, as she says, loving and learning. And she's out there, you feel safe with me telling the truth about you. Okay, good. Listen, Laura is doing a great job. And, and she's really put herself out there to be a very wonderful spokesperson for those of us who have gone through this. She is getting in the rooms where it happens to talk to the people who are setting the rules, who are setting, the agendas, and making sure that people listen to the survivors. Okay? Oh, Joe, listen, if I ever get my mods into my house, which I would love, I got to arrange some international flights here. I am making everybody breakfast. Now, Liz left the chat, but she can attest. I hope she will say I'm a decent cook. I made her breakfast. So guys, if you come to visit me, you're getting some breakfast. You're getting some. I'm making you a meal. I love fucking cooking. I love feeding people. Absolutely. So, guys, this isn't about. I want to be abundantly clear. I made this announcement kind of at the beginning. Number one, Jenna Miscavige is her own self. I do not represent her. I do not represent her thoughts, feelings, or actions in any way, shape, or form. I'm not an official spokesperson of her. I have no association with her. We are not friends. Me talking about Aaron is not about Jenna. Okay? Me talking about Aaron is pointing out a very large red flag. Now Liz is back. Liz, did I make you a good breakfast? Can you tell the people? Do I make a good pancake? Thank you for this super chat. I have no association with Scientology, but I find all this drama shit highly entertaining. See, now look, yes, drama sells. Why do we all watch The Mormon Wives and the real lives of every fucking town on earth? Because, yeah, you can't eat pork. Okay, let's do an Irish coffee. We don't have to do no pork. There doesn't got to be any pork. Yeah, all the Greek lesbians I know are funny. This is true. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Is because Aaron Smith-Levin is, as Mike Rinder put, a problem. It's a source of problems. Okay? He is someone. It was delicious. Oh, thank you. Homemade fruit compote. Yes, I did make homemade fruit compote, guys, to put on the pancakes. I do the extra. I'm just sad I didn't have any like creme fraiche to put with that. I apologize for not having creme fraiche with the fruit compote. But yeah. Aaron's proven pattern over the last 10 years of inserting himself as the singular source of Scientology news, Scientology protesting, Scientology information on the internet has led us to this point. His path of destruction has plowed through many people. One whole foundation, his original YouTube partner, several women, okay? And has led us to this day where right now I have planted my feet in the sand. This is my line in the sand, and I will not rest until the full and absolute truth is known about Aaron Smith-Levin, and that he becomes not the singular sole Googleable source for Scientology information on the internet, because he is not a reliable source. He is not truthful. He is not kind. He is not compassionate. That interview, guys, go back and look at what I just showed you on his channel with Scott. How he regards the people reaching out for help that he's claiming to want to help, that he's claiming he's helping every week. Okay? And as of right this minute, I'll go refresh again. Oh, where is that? Oh, here we go. Let's go look again. That's right. It's still there. He decided to take down the video per his announcement with Jenna because, they came to an agreement. They came to an agreement that we're going to be back to business. Back to business. Is your business slandering as the president of a nonprofit foundation that you have connected to your sole source of income per your court records to slander and defame a person who has never uttered your name in public, Liz Gale's husband? Is that part of the help that you are giving to the ex-Scientology community? Your actions, sir, demonstrate that your only interest in life is to commandeer for yourself and your own profit the full and absolute audience of the people who are interested in Scientology to make yourself money. Not to help other people. You have never done a single altruistic thing in your life. I would bet that you probably don't even tip service people. I would bet that you think everything is just owed to you. Because that is what your actions and words demonstrate. The president of a charitable foundation, guys, woke up to say something about this woman and her husband, who has nothing to do with any of this, stating complete lies on the internet because, I'm quoting him, he has a lot of free time. He's got a lot of free time now that he's out of jail. This is also a man who's facing 2 charges, first-degree misdemeanors. He is on supervised release on recognizance. And he thinks that the best look for him is to attack this woman's husband publicly with slander and lies and defamation. And, I'm facing criminal charges. That's civil. Like, oh, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck? Do you think that the prosecution will not bring up a civil case that has just been filed for what you did and present that as evidence to your character and your danger factor to Scientologists? Because if you are willing to publicly harm people who have escaped Scientology, how could you possibly regard the safety or sanctity of life for a Scientologist when you have made it very clear you hate them? Like, I can't believe that you can't see this, Aaron. I can't believe that you don't see the correlation between attacking a former Scientologist in any way, shape, or form right now while you are facing complete legal scrutiny. If you think I am the only person that downloaded your video, think again. Of course the prosecution has it. Of course OSA has it. Everybody has it. They're fucking probably watching it, right now. Thinking, wow, I'm so glad I'm still in Scientology. At least I'm not as crazy as this guy. Like, you are an example of nothing. Of literally nothing that's good. None. So, I'm going to wrap it. Sorry, guys. I got a little spicy there at the end. Clearly, I have way too much to say about this. But like I said, take it down, Aaron. Take it the fuck down. You took down the video about Jenna where you slandered her and you lied about her and you revealed her HIPAA information to the whole motherfucking internet without her consent. Take that down. Take down this bullshit. Take it down. Because that is, Scotland downloaded it. I'm sure, Aaron, all these videos exist in hundreds of places. Take it down. Delete it. Don't just private it. Delete it. I want everyone to also notice I'm not asking him to take down jack shit about me. Whatever. This isn't about me. It's about this man who is a danger to everyone. Yeah. How many people have applied and been turned down? That's a great question. I bet if you ask that in Aaron's chat, you'll be summarily blocked and deleted. We'll see if he comes back with any sort of content. He's undoubtedly, guys, undoubtedly, I have no doubt in my mind that, there will be all kinds of nastiness. He's going to say all kinds of stuff about me. I am fully bracing myself for impact, for whatever horrible new nickname he's going to. First, I'm Zero Dark Nora. That's not traumatizing at all to give me the same exact name as the person who has spent 2 years literally chipping away at my sanity as if they're Michelangelo, carving the fucking David out of marble. Not traumatizing, totally fine. Now I'm the Nora virus. I've lost track of all of the nicknames that this man has given me. I don't have to give him a nickname. He's just Aaron Smith-Levin. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a walking red flag. All right, guys. I know I still haven't taken time to make my office. I'm sorry, Dylan. I will work on it. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an extremely long live. People should get help from foundations. If I ever figure out how to do that, guys, I will absolutely do that. I haven't figured that out yet. And I really want to research it so that it is legitimate, above board, and provides the things that I think are absolutely necessary to anyone leaving any high control group. A thing I will guarantee you, I will fucking guarantee right now, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. If I ever form a charity, I will not be an officer of the board in any way, shape, or form. I'll be like an honorary founding member advisor. I will hire legitimate, qualified people who have experience in charity work to run the board. Because I know my limitations, guys. I don't have that professional experience. I have a lot of experience. I just don't have that professional experience. Okay. And to me, forming a group that is altruistic and is there for help is important and must be done correctly. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all of the new subscribers and all of the super chats. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you to my members who keep this channel afloat. We have grown almost 300 subscribers in the past 2 guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And thank you, of course, to my lady mods, the best mods in the business who keep me on track and, keep the chat flowing along, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you all, you know where, on the flippity dippity.